Check 1 2 1 2, bitch.
Yo.
What up?
This is episode 180. Yeah,
180 on them.
Of the iLLogical Sense podcast. This is your boy Busby.
Give me a hell yeah!
And over here is your boy JC No.
And Martine.
Yo, what the fuck is up, guys?
Shit, as always.
Exhaustion.
For real. I feel you on that shit.
I had like a 3-hour nap today. That was the best nap in the world.
Lucky you.
Man, I tried to take a nap and I woke back up 10 minutes later. I couldn't even get one.
I was working all weekend, so this nap was warranted. It was needed.
Same here. I needed one too.
Shit.
Fuck.
Like this all day.
I'm in that mix.
All day I've just been watching old school WWE back in 2001, and pretty much that's all I've been really watching. I also watched that. I watched that show, Black as Fuck or Black F or however you fucking pronounce it.
Black AF.
I saw the first Black as Fuck. I saw the first episode.
What'd you think?
I think I watched it at the wrong time.
You watched it at the wrong time?
Yeah, because I started watching it right before I went to sleep.
Yep.
And none of the jokes were hitting, and I was like, maybe I'm just tired. All right, I'll try again. And I just eventually didn't get to it.
Yeah, it's made by the same guy who did Blackish and shit, and it's one of those. Okay. It's a very dry sense of humor type of show, so it's right up my alley. And
yeah, no, I think I just watched it when I was getting ready to go to sleep.
Yeah,
because the way they promoted it, I already knew it was going to be in the style of The Office.
Yeah.
So I knew it was going to be dry and all that. I just wrong timing, but I've heard good things about it, so I'm gonna try again this week.
Yeah, to me, it's a funny ass show. Like Rashida Jones did a great job at it. Oh boy, I forgot who's the main character. What's the main guy's name? Fuck, I forgot his name, but he was good in it. Like because he's literally the lead. He's like the producer and writer of Blackish and the whole ish universe because it's Blackish, grownish, mixedish. Right, it's like its own universe. So this is like I guess a fucking TV within the TV, I guess. Universe within the universe. If that makes any sense.
It's basically what would have happened if Real Husbands of Hollywood would have been a real life show.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's a great show. Like the family's hella dysfunctional. The family kind of reminds me of in a way they remind me of the Gallaghers and Shameless. Kind of just if they had money because they're so dysfunctional and they cuss each other out, but they still love each other at the end of the day. Like.
Right.
The best episode, in my opinion, whenever you get to it, is episode 5. Because the writer, or the main dude, he sees this movie that was made by a black person.
You don't even got to keep going. Just episode 5. I'll be on the look for it.
I don't spoil it. Yeah, episode 5, and then the last 2 episodes, those were fucking just hilarious. Me and my aunt were watching that shit, and I was laughing my ass off. Great show. To me, because on Black Twitter, they just felt the type of way because Rashida Jones was on the show. And for whatever reason, people didn't know that Rashida Jones is the daughter of fucking Quincy Jones.
Yeah, that's a joke in itself.
I mean, some dude tried to get on me going like, oh, I've never watched anything Rashida Jones was ever in. I was like, you haven't seen one show that Rashida Jones was in. And I posted, so you never watched The Office. Then he tried to insinuate that black people don't watch The Office. And then he tried to say some shit. He tried to insinuate it. And then he goes and says, well, I bet my life that you never watched the movie or TV show that featured these 2 actresses or whatever. I forgot their names, but I knew exactly who they were. And I'm going like, so you act like I never watched Greenleaf or Tales from the Hood? The fuck? Shut the fuck up. And he was like, oh, okay. And then I posted that SpongeBob response. Okay.
Yeah.
You stupid.
Fuck up, bro. I watched Tales from the Hood the other day, man. That's still unintentional comedy. To me, it is. The first story scary as fuck, but then the rest, mwah, except the last story.
Larissa and I watched the dude that did the Menace to Society review.
Yeah, I watched that shit too.
I watched that shit too and was laughing.
I watched that shit too. I know.
I still haven't gotten to that yet.
That's what drove me to watch it again, because it's like the first story that was scary, even though it was warranted, and then the last story was like, okay, that's fucked up. But the other two, mwah.
Yeah, Larissa and I got high last night. And we were like, what do we want to watch? So then we're like, let's just put those that guy's reviews back on. And then we went to the Poetic Justice and
I watched that one.
You Got Served ones.
Oh yeah, the You Got Served. Yeah.
For some strange reason, they were funny when we were sober weeks ago. Like we were like still on the ground laughing, but they just hit different when we were high, and they were like the best laughs ever. It's hilarious.
Nice.
No, the Tupac one had me. The All Eyes on Me one. That shit was funny. Did you watch that one?
Yeah.
No, the part where.
Oh, of course. I looked Larissa dead in her eye and I told her for a year straight I lied to myself and said this was a great movie.
You sure did. Oh, you sure did. The part where in the end when Tupac looked at the camera and it said "You die."
Yeah.
I paused and started rolling. I'm surprised he didn't add the Afeni motherfuckers.
Yeah, I think he just got caught up with all the other shit, which was pretty funny.
Yeah, and also what was even funny, crazy, I forgot. What's her name? Old girl from Black Panther played Afeni.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh yeah, she did play Afeni. Huh.
You said old girl from Black Panther. You talking about Angela Bassett?
No, that was Notorious.
Oh, okay, yeah, my bad. I'm all the way fucked off right now.
Even though that was badly cast, I do not know why Angela Bassett played Biggie's mom and had no Jamaican accent. That made no sense in the world to me. Made no sense. He needs to do one on Notorious, because I still can't believe they made a biopic on Biggie. His life wasn't that interesting.
Yeah, he just had baby mama drama.
Only time his life was ever interesting was when Pac was involved, and then that was it. He just had baby, like you said, he just had baby mama drama.
Yep.
And just, recorded music and got in an accident and then got shot. The end.
Basically.
Yeah.
Basically. Yeah. But yeah, no, definitely watch the Poetic Justice and the You Got Served ones.
Yeah.
You Got Served one was actually like so much more funny.
I watched that. I watched that. I did. It was just like
that one was so much more funny than
especially when he mentioned what's his name? What's his name? Wade Watson showed up. He's like, yeah, that guy looks familiar. And all of a sudden, the whole Michael Jackson clip. He's like, yeah, so Michael Jackson's boyfriend. I was like, fuck you. Fuck you. Like, I'm going to laugh, but fuck you. I'm going to let that go. Yeah. I'm going to let it go.
To be said.
Yeah, fuck you. Anyway, Insecure? You watch that?
Yeah, we can start there.
You watched it or no?
Yeah, no, I watched it. We can start there.
Okay, let's start Insecure before we get to The Last Dance. Yeah, we missed like two. We didn't talk about last week because shit did happen last week, but not really. So we didn't really care.
I mean, there's not really much to go into detail. It's just it's setting up to what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
which is Cupcake is exposing herself.
Yeah,
and it's playing out literally like I thought it was going to play out.
Yeah, when she said, I was like, oh, thanks for inviting me over Thanksgiving. She was like, oh, you invited yourself. I was like, bitch.
Yeah.
I said that hella loud, bitch. The fuck? And it was like instant too. I was just laying on my couch and she said it. I was like, bitch, the fuck?
Yeah. And then her drunk homegirl, who I found out later through some people that have been watching Issa since Awkward Black Girl.
Uh-huh.
I guess she had a role in that. So they gave her this cameo for this episode. Yeah, that scene was a little triggering too. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, she was really playing it off like, nah, this ain't no fling. Like, this is the real deal. Just like she gave this aura, like, again, like I said in the first episode this season, she was claiming her territory.
Yeah, you were spot on. Yep.
But come to find out, her territory was just, it wasn't like,
it was
it wasn't a home-based territory. It was just, this is my playtime territory.
Pretty much, Lawrence is pretty much a rebound until further notice. That's pretty much all it came down to. And Lawrence kind of slowly started figuring it out. And then when she started arguing with him about Issa, and she was like, "Oh, why did you leave?" Because she cheated. And I was like, and then I was thinking, why are you bringing this up? It's like, and then she was all like, "Well, if she didn't cheat, would you guys still be together?" And I was like, "Duh, bitch." No. I said it hella loud, and I was like, I don't know why Lawrence fucking hesitated. I was like, well, yeah, he does still be together, but that's the whole point. She cheated. Duh.
Yeah.
And then she got all, and then Issa was all getting mad, going like, "Yeah, I feel a type of way because she's just reaping the benefits that that I created." And then I just said, "Well, you shouldn't have fucking cheated, then, huh?
Pretty much. I did love the shot when he did stutter and he stumbled.
Well, would you?
I love the shot of him on one side and Kuji on the other side.
Oh yeah.
And then just the island table in the middle.
Oh yeah, that was great cinematography.
That was a perfect shot.
Yeah. But the best part of the whole show was in the end when Lawrence was going on Instagram, going through everyone's stories. Then he sees Issa's story, and then he reacted, and they just played, and they instantly started playing Maya's Case of the X. It was literally perfect timing. Because as soon as he did it, I went, "Oh!" And then he heard the opening, beat for it, and I was like, "Mwah." That was just perfect. It was just so perfect how it just started playing. I was like, "Oh, that's great." Whoever had that idea just to play that part right there, I was like, "Yeah, that was perfect." I love that damn show.
My favorite part of the whole episode was when Molly was at home and her older brother walked in on her younger brother and looked at him and said, "You dress like a swap meet mannequin."
Well, I haven't even seen this shit, but that's fucking hilarious, bro.
Like, dog, I was sitting there minding my own business, just enjoying the show, and he said that. Yeah. Not only did I ugly laugh, but I spit laugh, and nothing was in my mouth.
See, shit, dude, that's what the show's so good at. You can just have it on in the background, and then you'll just hear a line, and you'll just have some type of reaction to it. You will either laugh or just be like, "Hold up, did she just say that?" That's what I love about that show. And Molly, of course, Molly and Issa is like the tension is rising, like they're Stone Cold and The Rock heading to WrestleMania 17. You're just waiting to see who's gonna strike first.
Wow. I was gonna say Shaq and Kobe, but that works.
The only reason because I'm watching wrestling right now, so it's like the best way to describe it. It was like heading to WrestleMania 17 when Rock and Austin were just like preying on each other, like who's gonna strike first, who's gonna hit the stunner, who's gonna hit the rock bottom. That's what Issa and Molly are doing. They're just saying little slick shit to each other, and I'm like, uh oh.
You know, it's reminiscent of too. It's reminiscent of Cam and Jim Jones.
Yeah, that's a good way. Man, I'll never forget that day when Jim Jones just popped up on Rap City with 50. I was like, damn, that's fucked up.
Yep.
But yeah,
good times.
Good times. But yeah, Insecure, like, still great series, still great series, and we still got 8 episodes left. So, shit.
Nah, now, 7.
7? All right. Oh yeah, 7.
Yeah, that was the 3rd episode.
Yeah, that was the 3rd episode. Yeah. So 7 episodes. I'm just wondering how they're gonna keep milking this. That's how I'm wondering. I was like, oh, because one of my homegirls predicted that Issa and Lawrence are gonna fuck again. And I think that's gonna happen. I mean, it's going to happen. So
it's a possibility. I think at the very least there'll be a kiss involved.
Of course, no, they're gonna fuck.
I mean, you say it, but I think that might be a little cliche. So it might be, and it could probably be in the most like innocent, awkward way. Like they both turn around and kiss, but Molly sees it, and then Molly, being pissed off at Issa, goes and tells.
Spoiler alert! Just ring the horn.
I mean, prediction alert. Shit.
No, that might be a spoiler. You know how this show is. I mean, you know how
I don't actually, but
shit, man. But yeah, that's Insecure for the most part. Still a great show. Now, main event, part 2, night 2 of The Last Dance, episodes 3 and 4. I mean, the episodes 1 through 8 leaked, so I was being a nice friend, and I sent it to Martine and JC. So I'm just waiting like everyone else. But you watched all 8 episodes, right, JC?
Yeah, I definitely. Well, my thing is I wanted to watch it because I also it's hard to watch something for the first time while also trying to live watch with everybody on Twitter. So that's where I was going. That's why I watched it, because I was like, I still want to live tweet. Like, I don't want to watch it and then miss something. So yeah, I binged it in 2 days, and it's a very, very great fucking docuseries. Like, it's really fucking good.
Yeah, you hella broke up, JC.
Well, it catches it on here, but basically what I was just saying was it's a great docuseries.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's the best way to say it. Like, any indication of how episode 3 and 4 are, I was like, yeah, this is great. This is just great, especially the timeline. Like, episode 1 was focused on Jordan being, in his rookie year and shit like that. Episode 2,
come up pretty much.
Huh?
It's like Jordan's come up. It basically, the way it looks is like it's getting the main pieces and just giving their backstory
pretty
quickly,
much.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Episode 2 focused on Pippen. Episode 3 focused on Rodman, and it's kind of like, it's almost like a, what's it called, Spark Notes version of Rodman's come up, because they gave a 30 for 30 on him. So if you want more of his story, watch that documentary.
And then if you want to know more about what took place with the Pistons, there's a 30 for 30 on the Bad Boy Pistons as well, too. So
and
that's why I can get a lot of people were bitching and complaining about, they didn't show enough. I'm like, fam, there's legitimately hours of documentation that ESPN already did years ago.
It's like, if you know what they should do, they should, like, if you're watching it on ESPN Plus or whatever, they should just have highlights of watch this 30 for 30 documentary if you want to know more, or watch, you know what I mean? It just pops up like, we expand on this more on this 30 for 30.
Actually, they did do that on TV. I don't know. Did you see it on ESPN, or did you watch it through the fucking?
I DVR'd it. So I turned it off right when it ended. I just turned it off.
Oh, okay, yeah, because like on ESPN, like it's fucking it's doing that shit. It's basically letting you know that there's still like other shit to watch if you want more information.
Oh, okay. Because I know because when they talk about when Jordan left, when he went to play baseball, there was literally a whole 30 for 30 when Jordan went to go play baseball. I remember watching that, and that was depressing to watch. It was like, nigga, what are you doing?
Oh no, they go into, even though the doc was based on that, you'll understand why. I mean, it's the obvious answer, but it goes a little bit more in the detail because the Bulls franchise is involved directly. So it focuses more on everybody's mindset around his first retirement.
Oh, okay.
And then it just whereas the documentary just mainly was, I'm retiring,
his baseball.
this is my decision, and I'm out.
It just focused on Jordan's point of view when he played baseball and shit. It didn't never focused on the Bulls.
Yeah, when he does it in this docuseries, they actually evaluate it from other people's perspectives. So it's actually it's really good the way they do that. I mean, there's no way for me to spoil a lot other than to go into detail, which I'm not going to do, because I mean, if you know anything about Jordan and the Bulls, like the information's already out there. I just like the breakdowns of them bouncing around different time frames. And then tying everything and connecting it all together.
Yeah, that's just tight.
Yeah, like obviously 3 and 4 were last night.
Let's focus on those first.
Episode 5 by far to me it's the greatest one of this docuseries.
Yeah, but before
everything that you need to know.
Yeah, go on.
Everything that you need to know about MJ is in that episode. Like if there was just 1 hour slot and an alien came into our atmosphere and was like, teach me about Michael Jordan, that one episode alone is what I would show them. That's all you need to know about MJ.
Well, before that, let's focus on 3 and 4, how it focused on Rodman and just how much of a wild boy he was. And I was just watching it and I'm going like, if Rodman was at his peak, at his peak, and he was playing in the NBA and social media was around, oh boy, he would be a character. He'll be the king of Instagram.
And he'd be a meme god.
Huh?
He'd be a meme god.
Oh, he'll be a meme back?
A meme god.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, he would. Yes, he would.
For sure.
Like this.
The crazy thing is you would actually see his evolution though, like as it's happening and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the wild thing about it. You see him just be the just the kind of weird looking guy with the weird taper and lineup, just completely transform into like, oh shit, the only reason why he didn't commit suicide in the parking lot is because he fell asleep. Okay, that's a little dark. And then immediately goes into what we know what he was with the Spurs and the Bulls.
That would be some shit.
And seriously. And then on top of that, like, man, if he was around now, his personality now and at his peak career wise, like, I can see all rappers trying to be buddy with him. Drake would have been buddy with him. He would have been at all the parties. He would have been the king of IG Live. Like,
oh, for sure.
This motherfucker went out. This nigga fucked Madonna. He fucked Carmen Electra. He went on a date with prime Tony Braxton, and I'm just...
No, he didn't just go on a date. He fucked Tony Braxton.
Oh yeah, he did.
It's documented.
She came out and she came out and said like, no, we didn't. I didn't date him. I didn't date him.
Yeah, no, we know she didn't date him.
Yeah, we know. You smashed that. Come on now. Don't lie.
Yeah, no, we know they weren't dating, but that doesn't mean that two people can't have, you know.
And then on top of that, this dude wrestled during he won championships, multiple championships. He went to WCW, wrestled in WCW during the finals.
You forgot another one.
What?
Vivica A. Fox.
Oh yeah, Vivica A. Fox. Yep, he smashed that too. Yep. Prime Vivica A. Fox. He smashed that and wrestled in WCW, won championships, filmed movies, and even filmed his own biopic that was on like ABC. I remember that.
And wrote a book.
And wrote a book, yeah.
And showed up in a wedding dress.
That dude's a legend.
Did he like marry himself too?
Yep, that dude's a legend. He was a legend. And then I guess in this episode he told Jordan and Phil like, yo, I ain't feeling right now. I need to go on vacation.
Well, the reason for that was, so they set it all up. Of course, Pip's still out, so he basically has to be the second in command.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the funny part about it is, in the beginning, he fucks up. He gets ejected from a game. So his way of apologizing to MJ is going up to his hotel room and saying, "You got an extra cigar?"
Yeah, seriously.
And then he apologized. He did apologize to him. Like, he did. And Jordan.
He never apologized. He never apologized.
He never apologized.
That was his apology.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the apology.
Yeah, just going up there, going to go talk to him and shit.
And then at that point, he's like, and then at that point, he was focused. But it was just the fact that when he went and partied in Vegas for how many hours, and Jordan just went to Vegas to pick him up. That sounds like its own 30 for 30. That should happen.
Right?
Yeah.
That night or that weekend, whatever it was.
This is how Jordan just had to go on a minute. That sounds like a hangover. That sounds like a movie in itself.
That was the real hangover. That was
for real.
That was the source content that led to the creation of the Hangover franchise.
No. You know that movie, Get Him to the Greek? That's Get Him to Practice.
Yep.
Get him to Chicago.
Get him to Chicago just for practice.
And then, I mean, think about it. Jordan had to go look for him with 90s technology. Like, the 90s technology, it was dial up.
Yeah, he couldn't just share the location and shit.
Yeah, he had to call somebody. He had to be close. And there was those big ass cell phones too, right? So he had to literally call people, beat people. He had to really locate where this nigga was. And Carmen Electra even said, like, yeah, he just popped up. I heard a knock on the door, and I'm just butt ass naked, and it's Michael Jordan, and he's waking him up saying, "Get your ass up, gotta get to practice."
Yep.
And see, that's the thing, man. I believe that 1,000%. Like, he literally just went there to get Rodman, and that was it.
But then Twitter had to make jokes and say, "Nah, he went there to gamble." Come on now.
I mean, you can make those jokes, man. Get him off. I don't give a fuck.
And
my mind, I know he went there just to get Rodman.
And no, because I think Cash posted like a gif of them in the fucking, like, they're about to leave, and then Jordan's at the gambling table, and Rodman's like, "Yo, Jordan, we gotta go," and then Jordan's in a damn trance at the gambling table. Like from, I mean, that's like a whole movie in itself.
Seriously.
Yeah, I would pay for footage of that. But at the heart of episode 3, it was the Jordan rules that the Bad Boys Pistons implemented.
Niggas clotheslining that nigga every time he gets to the paint. Just get to the paint, just clothesline them.
Yeah, I think people I think people who bitch and complain about how soft the NBA is today.
Oh my God! Can you imagine?
I think they got a little reality check of what actually was going on, because I didn't see a lot of people like actually celebrating what they saw. Like,
dude, I was
shocked from certain people.
They were like, if that would happen now to LeBron, he would be crying.
Oh, not even that, dude. The fans would lose their minds, bro.
Because I was literally, I was like, well,
oh my God, can you believe they just knocked him on his, like, bro, like, nah, that shit was normal.
Just watching it, I was like, well, that's a foul. I keep saying, that's a hard foul. That's a foul. Wow. No, I was kind of like, okay, 90s are different.
I mean, the thing is, too, you got to remember, they were allowed to fight. Like, they were allowed to fight each other, and then at the end of it, the refs would just call it a personal foul. Like, that's it.
Yeah. Like hockey. It's like hockey.
Kind of, yeah. To an extent, yeah.
Yeah. No. If you want to pinpoint it, Michael Jordan is the reason why they started cleaning it up, because now they had to protect their investment
for
the league.
Yeah, they had to protect their investment.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Man,
but no, I mean, knowing what I know about the Pistons, and watching the Jordan rules and their bad boys 30 for 30. Yeah, it was funny to see it from this angle, because in their 30 for 30, Jordan's the antagonist and he's the asshole.
Yeah.
And it's like they have to stop him. It's funny now to see it from this angle, which is basically how the entire world saw it, was from this lens.
Yeah.
Which was, these are some bad motherfuckers.
They were.
Yes, for real.
And then, and the funniest part,
that shit was eye-opening, bro.
And I still felt it's fucked up, but it was funny to me, and the memes were funny when Pippen had a what's it called, migraine, and he had the
migraine. Yeah.
And I saw a GIF that said, "Yo, I got a migraine," and then Jordan, and they showed from Juice Tupac going, "I don't give a fuck."
Oh my God.
I forgot who said it, but they said it perfectly. They said, I don't doubt that Jordan believed that Pip had a migraine.
Uh-huh.
I just think that MJ was probably wondering why he couldn't fight through it like he could.
Yeah. Like, seriously, I bet Kobe would feel the same way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying, like, nigga, fight through that. Walk it off. Like, you got the COVID? Nigga, fuck that. Play.
Yeah.
It fucking infect me. We gotta win, bro.
Jeez.
Legit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jordan had that will to win. Like, nothing was going to stop him. It was just
like the only thing that mattered was winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the thing of it is, you got to remember, too, this was at a time where he was winning every accolade possible except for the championship.
And that sounds so familiar.
Yeah,
the
I
MVP,
think it was 87 and
won,
88. 87 and 88, he won damn near everything.
Let's list him.
He won.
And that MVP, he was Defensive Player of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, All-Star MVP. He won the Slam Dunk competition, and he got pretty much everything except when he got to the Eastern Conference Championship, he blew it. Sounds like he became James Harden. He was James Harden back then. But he was also
the Defensive Player of the Year that year also, right?
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, Russell Westbrook, yes. And Russell Westbrook. Well, yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying either of those guys could play defense. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to make sure we got Jordan stats right. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I said offensive and defensive player of the year. That was wild.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, shit, he would have been literally James Harden. And I can just imagine social media around that when the Pistons
don't play defense.
I know, but that's the only equivalent. It's the only equivalent because everyone's all,
Nah, I feel you.
No, but it was just crazy to see how the Pistons were literally his kryptonite. And I can just imagine if social media was around going like, Jordan don't got it. And then after that, they got Phil Jackson. And, they were doing all the Native American fucking practicing and triangle offense and all that other shit, right? And then they got kicked in the nuts and they lost again. I was like, damn, they lost again.
Well, before they even got to Phil, I thought it was funny. Number one, I thought it was shocking that because I didn't know this, Jordan's first 3 years, he played for 3 different head coaches. So I'm like, okay, well, there's the problem. There's no stability at the top.
Yeah,
seriously.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then it was funny to me when Doug Collins came, because it was also funny knowing that was the first time people had seen Doug Collins as anything but the analyst from NBC.
Yeah.
Like, there was a bunch of people that were like, wait, he coached? And I was like, oh, you don't know. Like, Collins is the one that gave Jordan that that push to be like, nah, you're the dog here. You can just go do it. We're gonna run every play for you.
Yeah, and that one in the end when he made that shot, when he took out the Celtics.
The
Cavs.
I want to get on that.
He shot over Elo.
The thing with the Cavs too is we all know the shot that he hit over Craig Elo. I didn't know that Craig Elo hit a game-winning shot before that. Literally seconds before that.
Yeah,
I had no idea, honestly.
Yeah,
that was nuts.
Yeah, and
then for the Cavs coach to then look Ron Harper off. And be like, no, you're not going to guard him.
And then Ron Harper's response.
Ron Harper's just like, yeah, all right, fuck this bullshit.
He's like, yeah, okay, whatever. Fuck this bullshit. I was like, his response was just the funniest part where how he slowly just turned and said, all right, whatever, fuck this shit. And then it cuts to Jordan making the shot. And then I was always wondering what he said when he was like, throwing his fist in the air and shit. And he was like, fuck you, motherfuckers, get the fuck out of here. I was like, yeah, I would say the same shit. Get these fuckers
It makes
out
sense,
of
though. I mean, I would be saying the same thing,
the
too.
Amount of,
you know what I mean?
Media coverage that was just saying, he's not going to do it. They're gonna fail. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Nah, I would feel some type of way too.
Yeah. Fuck everybody.
Yeah,
Shit.
But then it's also important. It's also important to note too that the reason why they ended up in Game 5 was because he missed the game-sealing free throw in Game 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And it's a lot of people be like, oh well, there's rumblings, and on one hand, it does kill those narratives. People are like, Jordan wouldn't miss that. Well, yeah, there's footage that shows he would have. It's okay, but it's just. It's not necessarily that the failure. Again, I'm always a person that believes it's not what your failure is, it's how you bounce back from it. And so to do that and then just go hit the game-clinching shot the next game, like, okay, that's why he is where he is.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was just crazy. He was literally inhuman back then. And then it was and then he had to go through the Pistons, and then after the Pistons kicked him in the nuts when they got Phil Jackson, they're like, okay, let's get to the fucking weight room. I need to gain some weight. I need to be strong. Everyone needs to be on their shit. And then they got in their shit, and then they swept them, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah. So the 3-6 Mafia felt a type of way about that.
Why?
Because when they were laughing that they couldn't get the job done the second time. That's when everybody had to remind them, but they went and worked out. He didn't ask to go trade the entire team for Patrick Ewing with 17 draft picks either.
He didn't want to go. He didn't want to go to another team. He didn't quit and go to another team and get a cheat code and play with fucking Phil.
They went to the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, fuck, man.
Yeah, we're gonna work out. And they got triggered. I was seeing a lot of tweets from the bronze sexuals. They got triggered. Like, I was like, wow, this is hitting home for y'all, huh?
And the funny thing to me is that they're getting triggered at the wrong things.
Yeah.
Like they had ample opportunity to bash MJ just for the simple fact of, you won all those accolades, but you didn't win anything that year. Like, they could have solely focused on that. But they just chose to focus on other things. And it was like, he missed the free throw. Okay, but we clearly know what happened in Game 5, so why are you focused on that?
They remind me of Drake fans when they bring up the Doppy freestyle. Like, you know what happened after that, right?
Yeah. That's very similar, actually, bro.
It's just weird.
They all
I mean, everybody knows how I feel about Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson, to me, is the greatest NBA coach, probably the greatest.
He is the greatest of all. Period.
I mean, that's pretty much hands down.
Funny to see his upbringing.
Yeah,
his beginnings. Like that nigga was, bro. When this man was winning championships and then just going. And then I'm gonna go have an acid trip, and then just started growling like a fucking lion.
That picture in the taxi when he's like,
yeah.
We're gonna drop some acid.
I always thought he was a hippie too, though. Like, you know what I mean? He looks like that type of guy and shit.
Nothing about that sounds out of the ordinary. That definitely sounds on par for Phil's personality. Yeah, I can see that. I'm just upset that nobody had any footage of that.
Yeah.
That's my main thing is I would pay top dollar to see footage of Phil growling like a fucking lion.
Okay, man. They already gave him
on the beach in LA and shit.
Dude, Disney's already given us cuss words. They ain't gonna show that shit.
I mean, round of applause to Disney and ESPN, because who would have thought that COVID-19 would have gotten us just that much closer to ESPN giving us TV 14, TV MA content?
Well, they
Oh my God,
what they're saying,
seriously.
they're showing the uncensored on ESPN, and the edited, not the edited, but no cuss words. A clean version is on ESPN too.
The clean version. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no one ain't
Yeah,
watching
but
that.
I mean, but even just that, it's like, wow, we're that much closer. Because it wasn't just the documentary. Scott Van Pelt was cursing on the Sports Center right
he
after.
was. Oh, he was.
And that was
Wait,
the shocking
what?
thing to me. Where I was like, wait, what?
What was he saying?
I didn't watch the shit.
So Scott Van Pelt repeated Ron Harper's "fuck this bullshit," but they just bleeped it, but they didn't cover his mouth.
Oh,
so
wow.
you could read what he was saying.
Oh wow! So they had
And
to
then
delay.
because you got to understand with TV, they get 30 seconds to bleep it, so
Oh,
they have nothing
wow.
to do with the delay. Like TV, what you see on TV is 15 to 30 seconds after the fact. So they have time to go chop that up and delay it and block his mouth. No, they didn't do that. And then I forgot who he was speaking to when it came to Horace Grant. When Horace called him little bitches.
Oh, yeah,
He
that
said
was
it live.
funny.
He goes, yeah, Horace called him little bitches.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, okay, yeah, ESPN's just letting it fly. Thank you very much. I appreciate this.
Oh, we forgot one other part. We forgot about the beef, the everlasting beef between Isaiah Thomas and Jordan.
Oh, no, we didn't
Oh.
forget. It's right on time.
Yeah,
Right on
seriously,
time.
we right there.
Who is he going to squash their beef first? Isaiah Thomas and Jordan, or 50 Cent and Ja Rule?
Damn.
Yeah, it's-
God versus Satan.
Yup.
Oh man, their beef! I forgot they have beef, and that beef is everlasting. Like they're
Yeah.
even when they're both retired. Like because if y'all don't know, at the end when they swept the fucking Pistons, the Pistons didn't shake Jordan's hand. They didn't shake the team's hand. They just left. Even I was like, y'all awesome bitches. The fuck. You know,
Fam, they left and there were still 7 seconds on the clock.
yeah,
It wasn't
dude,
even like
there was,
walked
there
by,
was
like,
7 seconds
Yep.
left on the clock. Wow.
Yeah,
they started walking with
7.9.
7 seconds left on the clock.
That's
Yeah.
fun. And then Isaiah Thomas's excuse going like, well, when he has a soft ass voice. I forgot how soft his voice was, almost like Michael. Like, well, yeah, well, when I played, that was just how it was back then. Like, I went up to shake so and so's hand on the Celtics because we took forever to beat them, and they didn't shake our hands. They just walked off the court. So that's just how it was. Jordan said, man, fuck him. That's pretty much what he said. He's like, after every time they beat us, we shook their hands. Every time. Out
Yeah.
of sportsmanship, we shook their hands. And then after we beat their ass, they just leave the court. Fuck him. And I was like, yeah. And I can.
And he still, yeah, he still feels some type of way about that because not only did they shake their hands, but the media was shoving microphones into Jordan's face right after he was shaking their hands. So not only did he have to shake their hands, he had to answer for why they couldn't beat them.
He had to keep
So
that
his
pace.
thought process
No,
is like,
seriously.
y'all got 2 titles off of us by beating us. Like,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Like, just shake our hands. It ain't a big deal.
Yeah.
It's sportsmanship. That's all that he
Period.
was
I
trying
loved
to
his
put
response. I
forth.
loved
You know
his
what I mean?
response though when they were like, "Yeah, Isaiah said this," and he goes, hey, "He's full of shit." Like he's had time.
No, the funniest part was Isaiah
No, he
Thomas.
called this shit though.
No, yeah, the funny shit was when
He called
Isaiah
it, like,
Thomas, when
basically,
he said
he
no,
knew what Isaiah was gonna
closed
say.
his. Oh, yeah, no. But I'm talking about Isaiah Thomas when they were explaining shit. Isaiah just closed his eyes and went, no. It was like it was the most bitch way. He just closed his eyes and went, no. I wish y'all could see the look on my face, but that's all. I rewinded that part because it was so sassy. Just like, no, that didn't happen that way. And then Jordan literally called it like exactly what he was gonna say.
Yeah.
He was like, no, fuck
He knew
that.
exactly
And then
what he was about to say.
as soon as they showed the clip, like, you can show it to me. I don't give a fuck. And as soon as he said it, he was just he just went like,
He's like, yup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he was just like, yep, there it is.
right.
It was just like, all right, whatever, bro. It was like, that's pretty much how it is. And I'm like, damn, they really do have beef. And he's the reason why Isaiah didn't join the Dream Team, huh? Jordan.
Well, I don't want to get into it because that's episode 5.
But I know, it just popped in my head right now.
Yeah, nah. We can talk about it next week. It's you would think that it's that reason, but as
It goes- it's deeper?
It's more complex than that.
Oh, damn, so their beef is really like 50 and Ja. Shit. Oh, damn. They ain't never gonna squash their beef. If this documentary is like clear cut, it's like proof of that. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Let's see what else. There was some other key point. Doug Collins when Jordan him like had some back and forth, and then they kissed and made up right on TV, and then in the playoffs when they asked Doug Collins what the play was, and he goes, "Get the ball to Jordan, get the fuck out the way."
Jordan. Yep.
Oh, yup.
That was real. I remember when he said, "So what was the play?" I even said it. We both said at the same time, "Give the ball to fucking Jordan and get the fuck out the way." But yeah, episode 5, y'all should just prepare yourselves because Kobe. He gonna like.
Yeah. See, I figured he was gonna be in that episode because when they leave off on 4, obviously it's one of the games right before the All-Star break, which is the Utah Jazz, and that's when we even touched on that when Jerry Krause had the audacity to come back out and be like, "Yeah, just a reminder, this shit's over at the end of the year. Just want to let you guys know." And it's like, fam, like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
it was always
seriously.
just like, what? Hands and feet. Oh, that's if I was a Chicago Bulls fan and I lived in Chicago and I had to keep hearing that. Hands and feet. I would have whooped his ass. Like, what?
Yeah.
Just keep reminding, like, your ego was that big that it's still mind blowing that your ego, you were going to destroy your own dynasty just because out of ego.
Yeah,
whatever.
I just
that's mind blowing.
I mean, I get certain people have little man syndrome, but I mean that is a whole different.
That's a whole different shit. Like, I'm gonna destroy it just to prove a point. And he's pretty much saying I can make another Hove. That's pretty much like it's like I can make another Hove. I can make another Chicago Bulls, and I'll get more rings to spite of you, Draymond Green.
I mean, you call it little man syndrome, man.
That's Napoleon complex. But I mean, that's what it is.
Napoleon, exactly.
It's Napoleon complex. That's what it is. But it was crazy, again, especially how episode 4 ended. It just showed when they were about to go see the Jazz, and the Jazz beat them badly. Well, not bad. It was bad. And then it goes like, "Oh, is this the end?" And it goes black. And I was like, "Wow, that was a great ending. I can wait till next week."
I'm satisfied.
Yeah, I'm satisfied because we know what's gonna happen. So it's like,
right.
And it is ironic, like as you said it before we recorded. It's ironic that the Jazz beat them because after that,
it was the irony of that. Like, I guess the height of that, all that bullshit takes place in Utah.
Yeah,
that's something Hollywood couldn't even write.
No, seriously.
How did you feel? How both y'all feel when they showed Jordan winning his first ring against the Lakers?
I wanted that shit to end ASAP.
When you watched it, did you fast forward it?
No, I watched it, but I sat there with an attitude. Even though I wasn't watching hoops at that time, so I didn't have to live it in real time.
Yeah.
It's just a simple fact, it's like, it's gang. Anytime I see gang get fucked with, and it's the jokes on them. I don't like that. I don't rock with that.
It was you just had that look on your face Jack Nicholson had in The Shining when he just had that stare. You were just staring at the screen like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Yeah, nah, because I told Larissa, I was like, yo, why don't they just fast forward this shit? And she's like, nigga, you weren't even watching basketball at the time. And I was like, it's the fucking principle, Larissa.
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. That's how I feel when they show like old Niner clips, when like back in the 80s or 90s or 70s when we get beat. I feel a type of way. I'm like, y'all gotta show that shit. The fuck? You don't have to show that.
But
I be watching them, and then when it goes bad, I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's all in good fun. Like, I just do it just for the fun of it. Like, to really watch that breakdown and the highlights of that series, though, fucking Scottie Pippen pulling up on Magic full court.
Oh my god!
The rest of the series, like,
got right in his face.
A monster.
Got right in his face like niggas walked into Shoe Palace. Just like,
hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Need help? You want some new shoes? Hey,
let me show you what we got at this sideline. Oh, you want to go over this sideline? All right, let me just shake you over to Jordan real quick. We'll show you how it's done. Like, goddamn, nigga, fuck out my face.
That's exactly what it was.
Like, that was Pip.
Scotty was right in Jordan, and I'm starting to laugh at Scottie Pippen when he's talking, just like, so.
The way he was talking, it was just like. it was just vicious basketball.
No, it's more deeper than that. It's like, so Jordan just told me I should just play some basketball. So he told me to just go up to Magic Johnson, and so that's what I did. It sounded like Sling Blade. So
I like when the reporter or the interviewer asked him, "So how did Rodman fit?" And he just he goes, "Like a hand in the glove.
Like a hand in the glove." All slow and southern. Like a hand in the glove.
And then it was funny too. And shouts out my baby Larissa, because everybody knows she's not the biggest. She's not big on sports as a whole, but she's been great in watching this with me. It was funny because episode 2, with that being Scotty's episode, I was like, I just told her, I go, everybody with the last name Pippen sounds the same, and I didn't tell her anything after that. She goes, "What?" And I go, And then it got to Pip's family, and she's like, "Wait, didn't he just? Oh, that's a new person." And she's like, "I know his mother." She's like, "I know his mother does not sound like that."
Yeah, so my baby just. I'm starting to laugh, and every time he talks, it's just like, so I went out to go get some. She sounds like Martin Luther King on Boondocks, man. Just, I should get paid for this.
Yeah.
You're ridiculous.
That's what he sounds like.
I know. But still, you're ridiculous.
I'm just saying, man. So JC, you told me that episode 5 is going to trigger the bronzexuals. So explain, without spoiling, how is it going to trigger them?
How the fuck?
I mean, like I said earlier, it's just you just reach. I guess you could say you reach the height of what it was like to live in a world where MJ was officially the best basketball player in the world, and when Michael Jordan was the best basketball player in the world, he arguably was the most famous human being on the planet at that time.
He really was.
So that
I get it.
That's the best way I could put it without spoiling everything. And I mean, again, it's hard to spoil. It's just how they tie everything together is just fucking beautiful. Like, as somebody that has been around video for the past few years now, and just the art of storytelling, it's just like, as soon as it goes from one angle of Jordan, like it flies to this angle of the Bulls, and it's like, oh shit. Then it goes to this angle of what happens, and it's like, damn. And then it gets even further, like this is going to include the Dream Team, so then it includes that angle with
which is a documentary. There's a documentary on that too.
Yeah. So then it includes that. Then it includes, what happens when they go overseas in that end. And then, of course, in that, because the Dream Team documentary does exist, everybody knows on the surface of how Mike and Pip made it their mission to abuse Tony Kukoc. But that was just, okay, that's a glimpse. This is what they did to him. No. In episode 5, there is great detail on what the hell went down there. Like, that is, they get that, I guess you could call that Tony Kukoc's episode.
Wow.
Because even though they don't
shit.
Even though they don't spend a lot on him, that's basically the introduction of Tony into this equation. And yeah, if you thought MJ was an asshole, you're going to think Scotty's an asshole junior. Like,
man, I can just imagine. Hey, you are trash.
Asshole junior.
Yeah.
Shit.
I can just imagine hearing his voice.
Yeah. But like I was saying earlier, I knew Kobe was going to be in this episode because when they ended, it was right before All-Star break. So obviously it ties into Kobe's first All-Star. I gotta warn you, and you could call it a spoiler, but I have to warn everybody. Kobe opens this episode up, so that threw me the fuck off, because it was like,
it was like, hi there.
Yeah, and not only does he open it up, this is the footage from the week before the crash.
Yeah, that's what I read. It's literally the week before he died.
Yeah, so it's hard because he's so full of life while he's talking about what he talks about.
That's why I'm go on.
And like, no bullshit. Like I was telling, like I told Rossi, a few others who I gave the leaks to. Like, I let it be known, like, yo, this is what's gonna take place. I just need to warn you because I know you guys love Kobe as much as I do. Like, I just gotta warn you. I'm not trying to spoil it. I had to take a 10-minute break after that. And the segment's like 5 minutes. I had to take a 10-minute break. I had to get myself back composed to finish out that episode because I wasn't ready for that.
He wasn't ready.
No, I wasn't.
Stupid.
I get you.
If he had been in the middle,
you would have been cool.
maybe, because it'd have been like, okay, like they've at least got it's literally, it starts off in loving memory of Kobe Bryant, and then he starts talking.
Damn, right to it.
Wow.
But that's a spoiler.
Hey, but that was, we needed that.
Yeah,
we needed that spoiler.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. And that's why, because I was watching it, I'm going like, damn, it sucks Kobe's not here to watch this shit. But, because I really wanted Kobe to, like, if Kobe was here, he needed to watch this shit. Because the way Jordan is acting is literally how Kobe was acting. He acted like Jordan.
And that's where I'm gonna stop the spoiler, because that's what makes it so heartbreaking. It's Kobe doesn't need to watch it. It's just listen to him talk.
I feel it. But
I believe it.
It's
very rough.
I believe
but
it.
once I was able to compose myself, and I mean, from the sounds of it, people would be like, "Oh, episode 5, that's his favorite because Kobe's involved." Like, honestly, that was probably the worst thing for me about episode 5, was just having to relive that. But it was beautifully shot. It was well done. It was nice to see. It affirmed everything, and that's what the fucked up part about it. Kobe speaking affirms everything MJ said at his memorial.
Damn.
So that's what's hard about it.
Damn.
Shit. Yeah.
Shit.
But once I was able to compose myself and then get to it, that's when it's nonstop hit after hit after hit for the next 46 minutes.
Shit. And so when you say pretty much episode 5 just pretty much personifies who Michael Jordan was at his peak.
Yeah. And it's not just MJ the basketball player. It's they get into his political views.
No. Okay, that's spoiled. You can chill there. Just chill.
I mean, it's not a spoiler.
That's it.
It's not a spoiler.
Don't go no further.
Don't go no further. Don't go no
everybody
further.
Everybody knows the quote, "Republicans buy shoes too." It just goes into detail of how it got there.
Yeah, and that's where it stops.
Yeah,
I was kind of mad when I asked if they showed anything from Michael Jackson, because he was in the Jam video at his peak, and you said they didn't do it, and I was like, "Fucker,
nope,
it's cool."
No, but Prince has two audio placements, and the music in this docuseries is fucking
when
great.
they play, fuck you. When they played that scene, and they played the scene in episode, was it 3 or 4? When they played the shit from Batman,
with Prince's Party Man.
Yeah, from Batman. I was like, "Oh,
yeah, Party Man."
That was genius. I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. But it was.
And also, then what was it? When they put, I forgot the song, the "How You Like Me Now." I forgot who did it.
How You Like Me Now?
Kool Mo D.
Oh yeah.
So when they did Kool Mo D, I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter, there was a rhyme and reason for that. The Bulls that summer, I think. You know how the Bears did their rapping video when they won that year. They won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Bulls
Chicago
did theirs,
or Bear
and it was
Shuffle, whatever.
Yeah, the Bulls did theirs, and it was to that song.
Ha! That's funny.
Wait, so there's Jordan rapped?
No. It's them like recreating that song. Not recreating it. It's just they're lip syncing the song as they're dancing in front of the light screen.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought you meant like they did their own rendition or something.
Rhyming.
No. They're lip syncing it, but it's the fact that was the song. So then that's why they put that placement. And then I don't know if you guys noticed how much of an asshole MJ was after they beat the Pistons. You see he wore the 3-peat shirt.
Yeah, with a question mark. 3-peat?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was some asshole shit.
Yeah,
even before he became the 3-peat, it was like a double entendre. I'm like, that's some old asshole shit. I love it. That's some asshole shit, but I love it. We were talking about this last week, that there should be, I don't know if it should be a 30 for 30 or something on HBO or something. There should be a 30 for 30 on all 3 Mikes around that time period: Michael Jordan, Mike Tyson, and Michael Jackson. Because it was on that time period when Michael Jordan was running basketball, Mike Tyson was running boxing, and Michael Jackson was running music simultaneously all the way up to 98. That's when everything kind of went to shit for all 3 of them, kind of.
Yeah.
Like around that
their reigns were all congruent and going on at the same time. That's what's wild.
That is, yeah. Dangerous came out in 92, And that's when when did Jordan win his first ring?
91.
So,
91. Wow.
Well, no, I would even go back further than that. I mean, Thriller comes out in '84, and that's when Jordan gets drafted.
Shit.
Yeah, well, 85, yeah.
And when did Tyson?
85 was the first season, so yeah.
Yeah,
I think Tyson started a year later, if not in '86 for sure.
Wow.
That's a trip.
That is all three. I'm telling you, all three of them congruently during the 90s, they were running the 90s. All three of them.
Yeah.
That's why anyone, Tyson, Jordan, Jackson, like, that could be a documentary in itself. I know how they can do it.
For sure.
Because they already got the Jordan doc, but I don't know how they can do it. But, and it's funny, the only time they ever only person that ever, like, they intertwined was Jackson and Jordan. I don't think Tyson ever messed with both of them, huh?
I don't know, man. I wouldn't put it past them.
I know, but like in publicly, like there's no pictures of Tyson and Michael Jackson and all
I haven't looked for any, so
yeah, I don't think all three.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I'm pretty sure they got them up there. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. Damn, that was the 90s were years of the mics, man. That was wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, Last Dance still a really great series. But anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
Sports, believe it or not, was still the topic. The draft happened. And from my timeline, I didn't watch it. It looked like it was entertaining.
I forgot to let you know. To end it, they also there's a report coming out that says there is footage following Kobe's entire last season.
Oh yeah, Vanessa gonna have her hands in that.
Yeah, and the way I was thinking of, it makes sense to me. My theory is that he was probably waiting until after the Hall of Fame to then start doing everything.
Probably. Anyway.
But apparently they said some of the footage that he watched, he actually gave commentary for.
Wow, some Tupac shit.
Yeah, like they were. I think it was a lot of the rough draft stuff he had just started giving the commentary for.
Man, give that shit to Spike Lee. He'll do it because Spike Lee's the one that did Kobe Goes to Work, so it's only right if he does this one.
Yeah.
Anyway, NFL draft. I didn't watch it, but it looked entertaining from the timeline.
It was the opposite, man. It was fucking depressing.
Well,
shit.
I mean,
seriously?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I saw every time they highlighted a player, they talked about his fucking past, fucking tragic life. Oh yeah, he did great. He had a 40-yard, 4.1 dash run. He broke all these records. Oh yeah, and his mama died to crack.
What the fuck? Seriously?
Yeah, it'd be like, yeah, he was able to catch 6 touchdowns. Speaking of the number 6, his dad died at 6 p.m. while he was going over traffic, and now he's 6 feet under. Back to you, Trey. And it was just like, wait, what?
Some shit like that.
Wow. Like, I'll be honest, like the first 2 nights, I was just getting notifications. I wasn't even like tripping on it like that.
Yeah, no, my mom didn't believe me until I was telling her, and she came out and watched a couple of rounds. Even though she was watching in the living room, she wasn't paying attention. So she came out here and she watched a few rounds, and I was like, watch what they say. And then, sure enough, they did it. And then at the end of it, it was like, yeah, now back to you. What do you think about him? It was like they just like transitioned out like nothing had happened. My mom was like, ain't that a bitch?
Wow. But besides that
she's like, I bet they ain't asking the white boys about their parents and shit.
Probably, yeah. Then the Patriots like draft some fucking punter who's like a fucking 3%er, like he's in the KKK and shit.
What?
Yeah, I forgot his name, but he's saying, oh, I didn't. He goes, I don't stand for anything that the tattoo represents. I got it when I was younger. And then somebody was like, I was mad that the media wasn't like, so what does it represent that you don't agree with?
Mm-hmm. See,
and then it just led to, how did the Patriots miss that if they're the golden standard for catching everything?
I think Belichick is just like,
seriously though.
I think Belichick he's saying fuck it. He's about to leave. I think that's what it's coming down to. He don't give a fuck. He's just like fuck it. Oh damn, we forgot the big news. We might as well talk about this. Gronkowski's back. Air the horns.
Oh yeah, we forgot.
Shit. Yeah, Gronkowski changed his mind and said, you know what? I don't want to wrestle. I want to go back to football. And not only
he
is
said
he
something
back
like he got that fire back or some bullshit.
Yeah, okay. Nah, he just went, you know what? I don't want to wrestle no more. And Tom Brady called him and said, hey, you want to come play with me? Okay. And the Patriots said, see ya. And he got traded to Tampa Bay. All of a sudden, the Tampa Bay has weapons now, and now they're a problem. Now I don't want football to come back. Nah, not this season. Nah, fuck you, Brady. Nah.
Oh shit,
Fuck you.
Stupid.
Fuck you. No, it's not how this works.
Tampa Bay drafted more weapons.
Huh?
Tampa Bay drafted more weapons. They got a running back, I think, in the second round.
Nope.
Yep. Yep.
Who's a server? I forget. Like, I was just paying attention to the draft in terms of it was just something to watch. Like, I was forgetting. I'm not remembering guys' names, and eventually I'll get to it. But one thing I did pick up on was the first round. It was like, I understand why the South wants to open up tomorrow. Like, I get it. The first round was 32 picks, and 15 of them were SEC players.
Shit.
Oh yeah, seriously though. The SEC always dominates the draft, man.
Yeah, they do.
But not like that. They said
no, not like that.
They broke the record for most in the first round by a conference that night.
Yeah, that was definitely higher. But I'm saying for the most part though, SEC normally like they dominate the draft.
I think by the time there was the 85th pick, LSU was averaging a drafted player every 9 picks or something like that.
Shit.
So yeah, by the 85th pick, they already had 9 guys taken in the draft. Like, for those who don't know, the 85th pick is in the 3rd round.
Ain't that a bitch?
That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, but like you saying, like Tampa Bay got a whole bunch of weapons, and I was seeing this shit, and I'm just like, word? No football. Coronavirus? Nah. No football.
Coronavirus?
Nah. No football this year. Nah. You guys ain't getting it that easy. Nah. No. That's not how this works. It's not how this works, Brady. And just in Brady, it'll be some crazy shit. Just in Brady's luck, this shit just clears up kind of just so football can start. I'm like, ain't that a bitch?
Right.
That would be some shit, dude. Like, for real.
Like, really?
I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen because they would be practicing right now, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. But still, they will find a way. And it's just like, God will love Tom Brady. Like, you know what? God be like, you know what? I'm gonna clear this up just so Brady can play. What? All right. But no. My Niners got to be great. Not you, Brady. Not you.
At this
Speaking
rate,
of
I wouldn't
Niners,
be surprised if they took their asses to the IMG Academy in Florida.
No, what'd you say?
I said I wouldn't be surprised if the NFL was like, all right, pack it up. We're going to the IMG Academy in Florida. Remember I was telling you guys about the school that I went to when I was with the Raiders and we had that break in between Jacksonville and Tampa Bay?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember the IMG Academy, which is like this, like, it's basically like the Nike factory for all kids in sports to pushes them out. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, all right, we're going to the IMG Academy.
See, no football. Nah. I don't want Brady to get it. No football.
This fool's dead set. Like, nah, man. The Bucks look just too good on paper.
Nah. That's not how this goes.
Every team that looks good on paper doesn't do shit.
Like the Browns.
It always looks good on paper, and then
they always look good on paper.
Oh yeah, Aaron Rodgers. He must be counting the days now because they drafted a QB in the first round. What's his name?
Jordan Love.
Yeah.
For those who want to have a nice little funny reminder, in Green Bay it is A-Rod and J-Lo.
Wow.
Fucking wow.
And people are going like, so Aaron Rodgers needs to be counting. He's pretty much on the clock right now. Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, basically
he
Jordan
got
Love coming in. Yeah, Jordan Love is basically coming in to just replay out 2005. It's just,
pretty much what happened when
people now.
Yeah, he's just gonna have to sit and wait.
History repeats itself, man.
He has to sit and wait. That's exactly what Aaron Rodgers did when Brett Favre was the quarterback. This is what he gonna do. I saw some of his highlights and he does look raw. So I'm like, well. I mean, after that playoff appearance when the Niners whooped his ass, I'm like, shit. I mean, what can I say?
Well, the problem is you're not wrong, but the reason why it's not focused on him is because since Aaron Rodgers has been, I think, not only been there in his entirety, but since he's been the starter, the Packers have not drafted a receiver in the first round.
Damn.
And that pick comes, I think, a day or two from A-Rod being on some radio station being like, and they're asked, oh, would you like a specialty player in the first round? He goes, yeah, that would be nice considering they never picked one before since I've been here.
And then they pick a quarterback.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's like
it's
saying,
yeah. So it's I definitely understand how he would feel some type of way. Like,
yeah. If anybody needs to go on.
It's like, fam, I'm the only realistic target I got out there is Devontae. Like,
and he was a second rounder, wasn't he?
Yeah, Devontae was in the second round.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
mean,
even their best receiver, not to knock Devontae by any means, but he came in the second round. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's their best receiver.
And I mean, Aaron Jones is great, but Aaron Jones is a running back. Like, how you need receivers to get downfield. You can't just play the flats game and then try to go for long. But then that's another thing I want to say. Shout out Devontae. Devontae, a couple weeks ago, he officially joined the Jordan family. So he's a Jordan brand athlete as well.
They're the horns. What's up. Good for him. Yeah. So Niners, Martine, you weren't a happy camper. I kept seeing you on Twitter. You were just so mad. Even in the group chat, you kept being mad.
I said one tweet.
No, even in the group chat, you were still kind of mad.
No, I was.
Yeah,
I was definitely mad.
You were.
No, I was definitely mad. No, for sure. I was pissed, bro. What the fuck? But I only did send one tweet. But I was pissed off.
The one tweet said thanks. The one tweet said thanks, John Lynch for sending my Niners back. And I'm like, really, dude? Like, come on. You gotta trust him. You have to trust him.
I get it, but see, there was reason to my reasoning. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And basically, bro, it's like this. I wanted a number one receiver. That's what we needed. Okay. Emmanuel Sanders is great. I feel like if we had a true number one, I'm not gonna say it would have been different, but we could have had a better chance, probably. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially on that last throw.
But if he caught it, we would have got the Rona.
Man, look, I don't give a single fuck right now, okay? That was in the past. I'm looking at the future, and I don't like the draft. Nah, but real shit, it's like, I feel like we just needed that number one receiver, you know what I'm saying? Like, and granted, I understand the ideology of drafting Javon Kinlaw, you know, replacing Buckner or whatever, right? But it's like, it's just so fucking irritating that the guy that we had was really fucking great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he all pro, all that shit, you know what I mean? Whatever. Dude was fucking great. And then you go and trade him and you draft his backup pretty much, or his replacement, who's a rookie.
Yeah.
That sets the team back. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I look at it. Regardless of how, unless he's fucking Javon Curse.
Hey,
and I don't know if you remember Javon Curse. Javon Curse fucking, he, like, if I'm not mistaken, was like up in the top 3 in sacks his rookie year.
I remember him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, unless he turns out to be like that, hey, all right, cool.
Man, you said the same shit when we got Nick Bosa. Like, I don't want Bosa because he's injured prone.
No, I didn't want Bosa because he's I didn't trust his injuries.
Well, now you do.
This guy, there's nothing it's not nothing against him. It's just the fact that I feel that we had someone better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
that's the issue that I have.
But what if he comes in and you find out he has the mentality that's right in line with Michael Jordan?
See, man, that is a huge fucking stipulation, bro. like, what the fuck?
Dude,
and the reason why I bring that up is I don't know his work ethic, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm very biased when it comes to guys that come out of JUCO. Like,
I remember you said that.
JUCO
I
players,
understand
like,
that.
I'm real biased, bro. Like, JUCO players, they just got a dog in them that, because they've been fighting for a spot their entire, since high school.
Yeah.
Like, JUCO players, they end up there for a multitude of reasons, and it's not because they can't play. So when you get there, you're literally fighting to get
getting in a position.
Well, not only that, it's the college recruitment. College recruits really only take like 1 or 2 JUCOs per program.
Yeah.
So not only are you fighting your teammates and some of you guys at your own position to get to that spot. Remember, there's a plethora of JUCOs around the country.
Yeah, no, I understand, bro. I get all that.
Yeah, it's that dog. So I mean, I understand what you're saying. It's you go from all pro to a rookie, so of course you're always going to go backwards.
Yeah,
but you just got to wait to see how it plays out. Because I mean, for all we know, this kid could be first ballot Hall of Fame.
I get, yeah.
I know. I'm looking purely at short term, and that's where I guess that's my fault. You know what I mean? That's my own fault. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at like right now. You know what I'm saying? Just because the window. Just because we were already there. You know what I'm saying? We were right there in the game.
All I'm gonna say, Martine, is trust the former Bronco. That's all. Trust the horse. There you go. Trust the horse.
I know him as a Tampa Bay Buccaneer, bro.
He was on the Bronco. I remember as a Bronco too.
Yeah.
Well, trust the Buck.
I mean,
how about
he
that?
played
Trust
there,
the Pirate.
but I mean, I know him as a Buck.
Hey, trust the Pirate. Just trust the Pirate.
He's stupid.
Yeah, that's like saying trust the former chief when you're talking about Joe Montana.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good analogy. I get you on that. Yeah, well, trust the Pirate.
Nah, but on the other hand, though, I really, really, really fucking hate the receiver that we drafted, but I love the way he plays. So I'm looking forward to seeing him.
That's a dog.
So
yeah, Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah.
That motherfucker. He looks like a beast, man.
Yeah, and he grew up a Niners fan, so it's a match made in heaven.
Right?
Didn't some former XFL players get drafted too?
No, because they can't get drafted.
Well, not drafted, but I feel like one of them got signed or some shit.
Yeah, we talked about those couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say not any recent ones.
Whatever. Yeah, you're right. Speaking of the XFL, sorry to derail it, but Vinnie Mac just keeps getting more shit. Apparently, the GM, Andrew Luck's father, is suing Vince McMahon for breach of contract. Yeah, because he said he was supposed to get like $100 million either way. Like, what's it called? Either way, if it was supposed to fold up if he gets wrongfully terminated, and he ain't getting that. So he is suing Vince McMahon for the XFL. Pretty much, XFL is dead. It's gone. Like, I'm like, shit. Damn. Like, pretty much the way it's looking, he's about to sell his shares and everything. Like, Vince is just, he buried the shit. Like, it's not coming back at all. That's a damn shame.
Yeah.
That's rough.
I don't know.
I was going to say, how do you guys like Jameis Winston going to New Orleans?
Hey, man.
It works. It makes sense.
Feel bad for Taysom Hill, though.
Oh, don't feel bad for him. He just got a 2-year deal today.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, good for him then. Shit.
Yeah, they re-upped on him.
So I just don't like. Go on.
I like Jameson's decision to humble himself and be like, all right, there's no more starting jobs. Let me go learn from one of the best quarterbacks and somebody who's perceived as one of the great coaches of the modern era of the past
for sure.
decade or so.
I mean, if Drew Brees goes down, that'll be his time to shine.
That's also what I was about to say. I mean, we saw what Teddy Bridgewater just did last year. You know what I mean?
He fixed his eyesight. And he fixed his eyesight. What's his name? Jameis Winston. So he has a line. He actually has help. He has receivers.
Yeah,
it could work. It could happen.
It could work, and I'm hoping for the best for him. It's just that little 5% that
30
I have
for
to
30.
remind myself. Well, he's gonna be there with all that gumbo and them beignets and all the crab legs he could be around.
Oh,
so it could go the other way too. But I'm hoping I'm hoping for real best case scenario for him because I do want him to win and succeed.
It's not against my Niners though.
I mean, look, I always say this about players I like. I always say this about players I like. I hope they put up great numbers. They just lose the game. That's all I care about.
Put up great numbers, but lose the game. Yeah.
I
mean,
I'm with you.
You got to remember, I also play fantasy football. So
just put up great numbers, but still lose the game.
Yeah, that's all I care about.
I get it. And like you say, Martine, when they go down, when they get injured, go like, okay, I hope you're better for the next week. Next week.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the karma won't get you. Like, I want you to be healthy, but next week.
Nah, exactly. I don't want to wish no ill upon
it. Could be the
playoffs.
It could be the playoffs or the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, you're injured, but come back next season.
Get better next week, man.
You'll be better.
You know what I'm saying? You'll be all right.
Go back in the Pro Bowl.
Good.
Right.
Go back in the Pro Bowl. But all around, like, how was the?
I think there was another signing too. I'm trying to think. Nah, that pretty much.
I think Gronkowski was like the biggest story.
Pac-12 had a nice night.
Yeah.
They had a top 10 pick in what was it? Old boy from Oregon. Forgetting his name.
Herbert. Justin Herbert.
Well, that's about it.
You hear me? Hello?
I think JC's gone. Because we can't hear you, JC.
Shit.
Yeah, he'll be back. Yeah, there he is. But anyway, like you were saying, Martine, did you even watch part of the draft or what?
So basically, the first the first 2 rounds and shit?
Mm-hmm.
I was just getting notifications off ESPN or whatever, because I was at work, you know what I mean? So I was driving around or whatever. But then the fucking over the weekend, I got this bright ass idea that I should have did right away. Was just stream it and then fucking plug it into the phone, and I could actually, or plug it into the car, and I could hear it over the speakers.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? So that's the way I was doing it on Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
You back, JC?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch it at all because I was kind of just like, because honestly, personally, for me, I don't really care for the draft unless it's like a really big time player is gonna come in, like say like when Reggie Bush was about to get drafted, or Vince Young, or like, you know, a big time player was gonna come in. Then I watch it. But you know, if it's because of the circumstances this year, it's kind of just like, yeah, whatever. Especially when
but I mean, the first two picks were pretty groundbreaking picks. I mean, Joe Burrow's supposed to be a very good talent that's going to
him. Yeah, that boy. Yeah, he went to the Bengals, right?
Yeah, and then immediately following him is Chase Young, who I have no doubt, barring injury, I have no doubt that's going to be a Hall of Famer. Like, they said he's 6'5", and he could possibly still grow another 3 inches before it's all said and done.
That's that white boy, right?
Wild. No. Dude
Chase
from
Young's
Ohio State.
From Ohio State.
Oh, yeah. You right.
I wish him and Bosa would have played together like the other year. You know what I mean? Was it last year? Yeah, last year. But then Bosa got hurt and shit. If they would have played together, that would have been a fucking monster D line, bro.
Yeah, it would have.
Like, can you imagine that shit?
I know. Oh, I'm about to say something else. Madden related. Lamar Jackson's going to be on the cover of Madden. So that's kind of a round of applause. We got to say a prayer. Because what's his name? He overcame the Madden curse. Patrick Mahomes overcame the Madden curse. But
she overcame everything.
Yeah.
I remember when he first went down, you're like, oh, Madden curse. And I'm like, that ain't the end of the season, fam. Just wait it out.
For real.
And then, man, the curse nearly worked. It nearly got it. But then it was like, okay, well, it kind of did work. It kind of did happen because the fucking COVID happened and the season might be canceled. So.
Come on, man. Really?
I don't know.
Really?
I just said the shit, man.
Yeah, that didn't even make sense.
Hey, it made sense to me.
To you.
Exactly.
And then, of course, the third pick was Jeff Okuda, which for some people that's not a big significance, but there is a significance here. It's that the top 3 picks all at one point were on the same team at Ohio State.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Because remember, Joe Burrow is a transfer.
That's the nigga that be smoking the cigars and shit, right?
Huh?
That's the white boy that be smoking the cigars after he won the championship, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's a bad boy. He was a bad boy. I remember that.
Yeah. Miami got it right by drafting Tua, which I still thought they were gonna fuck it up, but salute to them.
I mean, they got it right, but let's see what happens. Because be real about the situation. Tua's always hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he can get past the injuries, then they definitely hit the nail on the head. But if he don't,
but I
could be another one of those. You know what I mean?
But even with that, I think I'm always okay with not having a good draft pick if it's due to injury, because at that point that's nothing you have no control over, you know?
Yeah.
Right. No, I hear you. I'm right there with you.
Considered, even if he does get injured, I mean, you can look down on the list of guys that you would have passed up. I mean, I'm looking at guys now, and it's like they don't fit what they were trying to do, so it could have been it's just one of those ones where it's catch-22.
I get you.
So he got picked at number 5, but I would say, I wouldn't call them the biggest winners, but a big winner of the draft night was LeBron James, Rich Paul, and Clutch Sports.
Oh, yeah. They got that shit.
10 minutes into their first year in the NFL, and they already got the number 2 and number 3 overall draft picks.
Shit.
Like, fam, what?
They just stay winning.
I'm tired of taking these NBA owners' money. Let's go get this NFL money. Come on.
Pretty much.
What?
And NBA owners ain't shit either.
Right.
But I was about to say something else happened. I feel like something else happened. I already said Lamar Jackson. I already said no matter. Speaking of the NBA, it got announced this past week that because the stupid ass states wants to open up early because of the whole virus shit, that practice facilities are going to be allowed to open early next month. I don't know how to feel about that, because personally for me,
not early next month, next week.
Oh yeah, next week is next month. Same shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like, for me personally, it's just like, man, just cancel the season. That's just me, in my opinion, because, shit. Y'all can watch the news.
I mean, I get it.
Because shit.
Y'all watch the news. You know what's going on. You know what's going on.
I get it.
You know the vibes.
As a Lakers fan, I obviously don't want it to end, but I see the bigger picture. But on the flip side too, you got to remember the NBA and the NFL, they bring in so much TV money that like, you got to remember,
seriously,
not everybody has a LeBron James salary.
True.
So
true.
Some of these guys, they're signing $1 million contracts, but you're forgetting about millionaire tax brackets and the taxes they have to pay. So they're realistically not touching that money. And if the money's frozen, and I mean too, you also got to think about the rookies. Like, the rookies are just getting their feet wet. Like, they don't have any residuals. They just left a structure where they told them you can't have any money.
Yeah, that's true. If it does come back and it'll be in empty arenas, I'll watch that just to hear everyone talk shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, see, what I learned, and we'll get into it in a little bit, because I listened to All the Smoke podcast with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. They had Draymond on this last week.
Oh yeah, Draymond had a lot to say.
And Draymond had said that, remember, because the Warriors were supposed to be the first team to play with no fans in the arena.
Yeah.
So Draymond had said that when that was going to take place, they were just going to have music playing in the background the whole time.
That could work.
Really?
That could work.
Yes, like they were getting ready to make a playlist. He just had to get it cleared for the language and all that because it was still going to be on TV. But they were just going to blast the music in the back. And I was like, damn, that is great, actually, now that I think about it.
That's genius. Just have music playing in the background while everything's going on. That could work. That could deadass work.
That's crazy, dude, because that's how we used to play, like, video games and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Just
that's wild.
When I play Madden, I will put the music up on blast. Yeah.
That
could work.
So I mean, like I said, I know how you feel, Busby. Like, at this point, it's kind of like cancel everything, but then I
know you gotta look at the business side.
It's a business at the end of the day.
Because these motherfuckers,
it's not just a sport.
These motherfuckers are willing to let people die. If y'all don't know, well, of course you know. One of Leonard of Rock, or staying home. Fucking Georgia and a few other states, several states, are slowly reopening. Georgia just said, "Fuck it, everything gonna be like what's it called? What's gonna be open? Salons, hair salons, bowling alleys."
They did all their phase 1 stuff.
Yeah, bowling alleys, movie theaters. Even though I'm laughing at that because there's nothing playing at the movies. Even AMC is like, the fuck? No, we're not.
Right.
And I'm seeing pictures of, even out in Chicago, man, these motherfuckers. I don't know if y'all saw that video out in Chicago when they showed there was like this big ass house party, and it was like a club. It was like literally packed from tooth to nail of people, and and of course it's all black folks. I'm like, niggas, just natural selection at this point. And out in Texas,
I saw that, and I also saw everybody congregating at Huntington Beach.
Mm-hmm. Out here in Cali, fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And it's just like, at this point, it's just natural selection. Like, I don't feel bad at all. Even Gavin Newsom was like, fucking idiots. So, he didn't say it, but it's just like...
But he thought it.
Well, of course he did. Right. We all thought it. It's just idiots, man. And it's like, do you guys really need to turn up? And of course, it's from what I'm seeing, it's nothing but white folks that want to go outside. Ain't that some shit? I mean, whatever. I don't know what else to say to that.
I mean, you say that, but you just got done saying there was a whole house party with nothing.
I know, because niggas are niggas. Even out in Atlanta, they're all seeing videos of niggas just chilling out in the parking lot and just be niggas. And I'm like, niggas.
Yeah.
Saying a whole bunch of niggas.
Oh, we missed about the draft?
What?
We missed the first big meme moment of the draft, including CD Lamb's career with his girlfriend.
Oh, and his girlfriend grabbed the phone?
Yeah.
Yeah, she pretty much tried to... Well, if y'all don't know, pretty much, I guess, who did he get drafted to?
The Cowboys.
He got down to the Cowboys, and I guess they showed him because everyone was at their houses and shit, and I guess his phone went off. And she grabbed it, about to answer it, and he, with the quickness, grabbed that phone right back. Like, no, don't do that shit.
What the fuck?
It was funny. It was
It
like
was
that's all I
funny.
took from it. It was funny, but dumbasses, they got to go take it a whole other level.
Exactly, they got that narrative,
And
of course.
yeah, how
Wait,
that goes.
what was the narrative?
That he had another chick on the phone.
Yeah,
Or just sneaky niggas. That type of shit.
right.
Yeah, I don't know, man. To me, it's just like this is the biggest moment of my life at this point, and
But Black Twitter.
Nah,
Twitter
fuck out of here.
Twitter has to do that.
No, but I'm
narrative.
saying, no, I'm not even tripping on that. But I'm just looking at CD Lamb, though. You know what I mean? Like that's probably what's going through his mind. Like you're answering this fucking phone? Are you kidding me? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you
Yeah,
mean.
it was funny because then they had that, and then I forgot there was another player with his girlfriend,
His
who
white
happened to
girlfriend.
be white.
Yeah,
and
and
from
the
the
mom-
looks of it, everybody thought that she had adopted him because they thought it was his mom.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
She's like hugging him, and all of a sudden his mom actually comes up behind and is like, "Bitch, move, get off the screen!" Like,
Yeah, hell, grabbed her
That
and
shit was
forced
funny.
her off the screen. I was like, wow.
yeah. That's all I had. Like, that was funny to see.
Well, when it comes to music, I mean, there was like a debate. It was like a whole topic,
Right.
The past few weeks when it comes to Drake and when it comes to the verses. There was no verses this week, but Jay-Z. But for whatever reason, people started making brackets or like their own scorecard for Jay-Z and Drake. Because there's this argument between Drake fans that Drake can hold up against Jay-Z song for song, hit for hit, or whatever. So I was seeing a whole bunch of scorecards, and it was really just annoying to me. And I was just like, I scored it, and it was just like Jay-Z wins, 12-8, he wins. Like,
I was just saying, it's not even close, too.
It's not even close either. And I'm seeing then someone else made another scorecard. Like, oh, this is more accurate because the fucking tracks old boy used on the one I was using was just trash. Because he made it so it could be advantage to Drake. You know what I mean? So I was like, I know what you're doing. He was using he was a Tom Ford against starting from the bottom or some shit like that. I was like, really? You picked Tom Ford? That just shows you how young you are. I'm like, I guess. So then I saw another one, the Jay-Z one. Hell, I even made a playlist of Jay-Z versus Drake. And I might even do it. I might even drop it this week for my own playlist just so people can make up their own scorecards. And again, I try to be as lenient as possible for both of them. And again, Jay-Z wins. Like, you hear Jumpman and it's like, okay, that's pretty good. Then you hear the opening chords for You Don't Know. Turn my music high. I'm like, it's just not close. And
Right.
I don't know. It was just a topic I kept seeing over and over again, and people were just going like there's some songs. There was like I saw one dude score Hotline Bling over PSA.
Huh?
And he was like, yo, man, that's a hit, man. So you saying you used to call me on my cell phone is better than allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hove. All right. Okay.
Yeah, you
That's a
full of
Billboard
shit.
Huh?
I said that's a Billboard watcher.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, he's full of shit, straight up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Like, they just base it off numbers. Whatever, man.
I guess.
It's one big ass I guess. Did you end up watching the Jermaine Dupri shit or nah?
Nah, I wasn't able to go. I barely watched the Prince tribute. Finally watched that today.
Oh yeah, that happened. How many Prince tributes did he get, man?
I don't know, but I know he's getting a lot, and he said he didn't want none. So
For real.
How was it in your eyes?
it was well done. It was well done. Her killed her set.
Her killed her shit.
Yeah, Miguel was on there. He did him justice. Like it was really well good. It was really well put together.
Because I was seeing from some Prince fans online, they were saying like, yeah, this is pretty mid for Prince standards.
My mom loved it.
Oh,
She was in there crying and shit.
Damn.
Crying
I was just about to
shit.
say, oh, that's what's up that she loved it. And then, she's in there crying and shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, how do I respond to that shit?
all crying and shit.
I know it's actually kind of fucked up saying after I just got done saying I was crying and shit after Kobe, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, for real.
Sound like Rick James, dog. You think, who do I look like crying over watching some Prince shit on Kobe? What the fuck I look like? Yeah, I remember I was crying
I cried
and
over that shit.
Yeah. No, she like I said, when it
Shit.
comes to Prince, I look at my mom's what she thinks about the situation.
Yeah.
She enjoyed it for what it was, so
That's what's
And
up.
that was like I didn't watch it with her. I was just hearing, going back and forth through the house. But I finally was able to watch it today. And yeah, no, it was really good. I would definitely recommend. It's on the CBS app.
Oh, okay.
So if you haven't signed up for it yet, you get that month for free. Like now would be the perfect time to just go catch it. It has it in its entirety.
Nice.
Yeah,
How about,
so
it was like, what,
good.
2 hours?
Yeah, it was a couple hours.
Yeah, of course. What was the best performance of the night in your opinion? Like, what was the best performance?
I mean, she's really good because she obviously brought the guitar up.
Of course.
So yeah, she
it was
did a
funny.
good job.
It was funny because I think my mom was kind of watching it, and I had to let them know, like, it was my aunt, and I was like, she's from Vallejo. She's like, she's from Vallejo. I'm like, yeah. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
People
Yeah, I
even
mean,
getting
the
that
Bay
shit.
was representing. Her being from Vallejo, Sheila E was there, obviously being from the Bay. So
Yeah.
yeah, the Bay I mean, but that was Prince, man. Prince had love for the Bay. So
Of course. What about to say? Music kind of dropped with a capital K. I mean,
Yeah.
TDE. I know. With the cat, I know it dropped, but TDE decided to, because it was Top Dog's birthday last week, so the whole week he was dropping, what's it called, tracks from TDE artists, but none from Kendrick, none from Schoolboy, none from J Rock. The holy trinity, except for Ab Soul. I still haven't listened to all the tracks. Martine, did you listen? You listened to them, so how
I
were they?
listened to all of them. Yeah,
How
that
were
shit
they?
was dope, man. The only ones I wasn't too like, I didn't care for it too much, to be honest. Were the what's the name? Zakari.
Zakari.
What?
Zakari, right? Like,
Zakari.
yeah, nah. Those are the only ones I wasn't really like tripping on, kind of like. But everything else was dope as fuck. Especially to me, Rapper Weed by Sir and fucking might not make it. Yeah, nah,
Yeah.
but Sir and Boog. Oh my god, that combination is fucking amazing.
How was
Yeah.
Reasons? How was Reasons track?
Reasons might not make it. That shit was dope as fuck. Like
Yeah, it was
seriously, dude.
So the only artist
it was
that
exactly
dropped
what I expected.
So the only artists that dropped was Reasons, Sir, Isaiah Rashad. Oh yeah, Isaiah Rashad dropped that week.
Yeah,
And who else?
Absol.
Absol, that's 4. Zakara.
Zakari, he dropped 2 of them.
Oh, okay, so it's 5.
This woman's. So I was on this woman's work, but then Edamame was my joint. Like I really liked Edamame by
Okay.
Zakari.
I
I felt like had Zakari just dropped that one, then he would have been good.
Right.
I saw Sir dropped his video. What was the track called?
John Redcorn.
Yeah, and it
So
was
of course they went back, and the whole premise of it is
King of the Hill.
they did it in an animated style in the form of King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they had all of TDE. They're like the original Black Hippie. You saw Kendrick. You saw it was funny. You saw Schoolboy, J Rock, and Ab Soul drinking alcohol, and then you see Kendrick and he's drinking water.
Yeah,
I didn't even trip on that.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, that's funny. Everyone's drinking alcohol except for Kendrick because it makes sense.
Shit.
Swimming pools and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, TDE, they're cool. K-Camp dropped.
yeah, it
What
was
his-
good. Like I say this with no disrespect, it was really good that I was actually glad they didn't do nothing from Kendrick and J Rock and all them. Like it was nice to actually go through the roster and get what people would consider
the B team.
the B list. Yeah, the B team.
Because Kendrick, because I'm telling you, TDE fans were pissed. They didn't hear nothing from fucking what's her name, SZA or Kendrick
Oh, yeah.
or the A Squad.
Right.
But I mean, the thing of it is we've been hearing them. I mean, it may not be nonstop in comparison to other artists, but they've been prevalent for the last couple of years. Like they haven't gone anywhere.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
seriously.
know
We
that.
literally, this is Isaiah Rashad's first solo in a couple of years. This is Absol's first solo release since I think
Forever.
2016.
No, it's forever. So it's
Yeah,
just
so
like
I mean, it was nice to just focus on the entirety of their roster.
I think TDE fans are just getting impatient with Kendrick, and it's just like, man, just be patient, man. He'll show up when he shows up.
Seriously.
Shit, man. He gave you 3. He gave you what's it called? Pulitzer Prize winning book. Album. He gave you a fucking Nobel Peace Prize of an album with To Pimp a Butterfly, and he gave you a college course with Good Kid, Mad City. Just chill.
It's a catalog of fucking just greatness.
So yeah,
Just deal with it. Like
Just chill.
it'll get here when it gets here. Fuck.
Like I understand Drake drops a track like every other month or every other week, but bro, it's about quality, not quantity.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and by the way, in between those great albums, he also gave you one of the album's outtakes, and then he did a soundtrack. Like, fam, leave him alone.
Seriously.
And on top of that, when J-Rock dropped, he was also featured on several tracks there. So
right,
it's like,
so
come on, man.
People, like I'm saying, people are just being thirsty. That's all it is.
Yeah.
K-Camp dropped. What was his album called?
Kiss 5.
That was a good album. I listened to it when I was at work. I only listened to it once, but it was, from what I was listening to, it was good, really smooth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even call it rap. It's more alternative rap. It's an example of alternative rap. That album.
Nah, it wasn't alternative. That's melodic rap.
Yeah.
Like, K-Camp's really good at melodic rap.
Melodic
rap. Like it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's. I have a different definition of alternative. Alternative is not anything that K-Camp does. Like, alternative to me is music that doesn't want to be on the radio.
Like Travis Scott shit.
K-Camp can make a hit. It's just he has melodic rapping.
True.
So it doesn't. There's bounce, but he adds melodies, which obviously it's great. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed the fact that he not only sampled Fabo from D4L on Tatted Up, but then he featured Fabo. So Fabo came up and like gave all original content in addition to his Tatted Up vocals being sampled. So that was great. What's on Your Mind with Jacquees is a banger.
I like Black Men Don't Cheat. That's my shit.
Yeah. Trill Love with Wale and Joe Trufant might be the standout on that project. They have great chemistry together. That was great. There was one other joint. Top 10 with Yellow Beezy. That's my shit.
That was a good one. That really was a good
Bobby
one.
Bobby Critical, he produced that track. Overall it was great. I enjoyed it for what it was.
Side note, back to Wale. Did you see the Sue Me video?
Yes.
That was very, very creative. That was a very creative video with Wale. That was very creative. I'm always a sucker for creative videos, man, but that was very, very creative. Pretty much the whole, without sport, it's one of those you gotta watch it. If you watch it, that's like a spoiler in itself.
I mean, it's just roles reversed. Black people getting fucked up in public, and injustices. It's just the roles reversed. What if it was white people that had to deal with that?
Okay, I get you.
Yeah. Especially the ending. And the ending, the ending pretty much it actually sparked some change after the video aired. According to Wale, because pretty much it showed an inmate that was inside. I think it was Rikers or one of the jails, and he's saying how the COVID-19 was pretty much spreading, and one of the nurses was saying that half of your unit's gonna die from this because he recorded it on his phone sneakily and uploaded it to the internet. So that after the shit after fucking it went viral, Wale got a hold of it, put it at the end of his video. And pretty much after the video got aired, that's when they started making change within the prison system with that shit. So shout out to Wale for that. That was shout out for him for that. Man.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Who else dropped?
Alina Baraz dropped, and just when I think I hear what I would consider, all right, this is the bar for R&B this year. Somebody else comes in R&B, and it's like, damn, I think that might be the bar of R&B right now. And Alina Baraz came with her album, what is it? It was Divine. And that album was fucking divine. It was beautiful.
Nice.
That's what's up.
It was the kind of music that like just made me want to go back to Larissa and just spend time with her. Like, it's not even like fucking music. Like, it's just, you just want to be next to, if you have a significant other, you want to be around them.
It's a vibe.
Like, she just has a beautiful voice. She has a nice control over both her tone and her range. I mean, the shit she was kicking on Endlessly, like, and then what fucked me up too was she would do that, and then immediately after she would then go into Give Me the Wheel with Smino. And then immediately after that, she go into Off the Grid with Khalid. So it's just like people whose music that, even if you don't like their full catalog, you at least know, okay, they got some joints. Nah, she's just coming with like just knocking them in and out. Like, you could tell during that studio session, she probably had a few people speechless, because like these songs just to even be in a track list back to back to back to back was amazing. But I mean, just doing this all together, it was nuts. She absolutely did her thing on this album. Like, again, I was ready to crown Division for sure. Like, okay, they got the album, but nah, man, I can't even say that for sure now. Like, she came with it.
That's what's
Damn.
up. Another
Just
side
a week
note.
later.
I
man.
highly
Shit.
recommend that.
Another
That's
side
wild.
note. Shout out to Mr. Fab. He dropped another project. Brick phones and beepers, keeping it really funky. You know, back in the '90s, back in our day, that's what we used to pick up.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
wow.
guess it kind of falls in line with the times of the Jordan doc, though. You know what I mean? Break
Yeah.
phones and beepers
You know
and shit. Yeah.
You know another aspect we forgot about that?
What?
The Sniff Brothers.
Oh shit.
The Sniff Brothers, man. Those
Wow.
guys were something.
They were.
The Sniff Brothers.
Like,
Just
do
how
you
they got that
understand how-
name, bro.
Yeah. And you know what's funny too is, again, I can't even really speak on it the way I want to speak on it because they actually play a role later on in the documentary. I just wouldn't have the kind of energy that Mike had to go through everything he went through, and then it's just like, all right, I'm gonna go hang out with the Sniff Brothers right now, and they're all just in the locker room, like, just kicking it, like it's just a regular ass, like, he just put up 40, or he's in the process of minutes before he puts up 40, but it's like, nah, I'm gonna kick it with them, and we're gonna gamble right now.
And that's for another episode.
Yeah.
Or another 30 for 30 in itself.
Right.
But yeah, shout out to Mr. Fab. He dropped his Stan Pablo series, Brick Phones and Beepers. He got features from Too Short. He got Filthy Rich. Even Karina, she had the horns on track 11, 10 out of 10. I actually had the privilege of actually sequencing the album. And there's always an artwork, there's an art in sequencing albums. You gotta find the right track to open it, and you gotta find the right track to end it, and you just got, it's like putting puzzle pieces together, kind of just like, you know, Tom Cruise in Minority Report. It's gotta see how everything flows. If there's a story to it, all that shit. But yeah, y'all should go and listen to that. Pretty dope.
Yup.
That's dope. Let's see what else. Kelly Uchis, she dropped her 4-track EP.
Oh,
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that shit was smooth.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I liked
Yeah.
it. I didn't get a chance to listen to Trouble because he dropped his Thug Love album, but I want to get to that.
Oh yeah, he did.
I didn't even know about that one.
Yeah, Guap Dad 4000, he's been dropping singles, and he's pretty much just been compiling them into EPs over the past few months. So he dropped another collection, which is the Platinum Falcon Tape Volume 1. And then I think a couple of tracks I put on one of the playlists or something like that. So like I've heard it, I didn't get to play that, but he did that. And then there's an artist, I don't know if you guys have heard of, I think, I'm just looking at the name, so if I'm correct, it's a woman. I don't know if you heard of Looney, but she has an album called Joyride.
Nah.
It just happened to be one of those ones where it was on Apple Music and it looked interesting, so I put it on my list. I just didn't get a chance to look at it. From what I've heard, though, it's been getting pretty positive reviews, so that's one for sure I'll come back and I'll
Is it R&B?
review for next week.
Is it R&B?
What was that?
Is it R&B?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then last week while we were recording this shit, Wiz dropped an album
on 420.
on 420. I'm starting to think it's gonna be like an annual thing, because I'm pretty sure he did this shit last year as well.
He most likely did.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but nah, that shit was cool though, bro. I obviously listened to that one fucking all week. Like, that shit, like, it was what you expect from Wiz. He even had a few beat flips in this shit. He had Hitmaker do Hitmaker redid Still Dre. And I know it doesn't sound great.
Oh yeah.
But nah, man, like, it worked.
Yeah.
It worked for them. Like,
Right.
I was like, oh shit. I see. All right.
That's
you know what I
what's
mean?
up.
And then they redid the Bammer Weed, which was on one of the playlists as well. It was actually on 3 playlists, I think now.
Speaking of,
Yeah, no, it's crazy because I'm thinking we put out the 421. We put out the one when it actually came out as a single. We had it on there, and then I don't know. I think it was 3 though. And then there was the last track on there with Logic. I know y'all don't really
I don't know.
like Logic.
Is he rapping?
No,
is he actually
he's
rapping?
actually like singing on this shit, and it fucking goes.
No, I'm not saying we're not ever doubting Logic as an artist. He's a great artist. It's just when he's on that bullshit, he be on that bullshit.
Right. And he has a feature from K Camp also. And that shit goes too. Like literally, there's 7 tracks. All of them are fucking good.
7 tracks. That's right enough.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna add that in this week.
Speaking of Logic, I guess he like a few weeks ago he went on Reddit and he kind of gave fans an update on how he's been, and I guess he deleted all his social media and he's just been MIA trying to get his mind right. So hopefully he drops a better album.
Well, it's most important that he gets his mind right. I mean, because we're in a time right now where you not only got to keep your mind right, but you got to keep your body right.
That too.
We, as the hip hop community, we lost a brother.
Oh yes.
Rest in peace to Fred the Godson.
Fred the Godson,
who unfortunately, he succumbed to complications due to COVID-19 this past Thursday.
Yeah,
and he was only 35 years old, man. Like that was rough. I liked Fred the Godson.
Yeah, that shit. I was like, damn. So that's another XXL freshman gone.
Yeah,
Nipsey, Triple X, Mac Miller, and Fred the Godson.
Yep.
Yeah,
that is wild.
That was tough. Especially because we got word of it. What, April 6th is when we first got word of it.
That was two.
So it was legit
2 weeks.
in the span of in 2 weeks. And the last thing that I remember hearing about it was, I think Busby, you told me was
his wife said he was doing
in the chat where. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, he got it. But you're like, nah, his wife said he's doing okay. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, thank God.
Yeah, his wife was saying he was doing okay. So it was like, all right, like he's going to pull through. And then, and I guess even with Scarface, because he got the shit. And they're saying he's under dialysis right now because he got the shit. Yeah, man. This shit's no joke. That's why I get irritated when I see all these people out. And it's like, it's like they don't give a fuck until it happens to them. So at that point, you just got to just pray for them,
right,
and just do what you gotta do.
I have the excerpt from Scarface if you want me to read it, because it puts a lot of things into perspective, especially from somebody like Scarface. So he explained everything on this. He did a Zoom chat with fellow ghetto boy Willie D, and on that they were talking, just putting on updates. In that chat, Scarface had said, I'm glad to be alive. I fought COVID. Then I fought pneumonia in both lungs. And then my kidneys failed. And while all this is happening while I'm at home, I went back to the hospital. I just got out of the hospital Monday. So he actually did this Zoom, I think, early this morning, if not on Sunday. So this is recent. He said, so I just got out of the hospital Monday. I got to change my entire diet. I got to do dialysis 4 days a week. 3 hours a day. That's taking out all of my blood, cleaning it, and then putting it back into my body. I couldn't keep food down. I couldn't get comfortable. I couldn't sleep, and I couldn't stay awake. I couldn't breathe. It's the worst time of my life. I've lost 30 pounds. Hanging on that string of death makes you really appreciate life. I was inches away from death.
That's wild, man. Because he did lose a lot of weight. He lost a lot of weight. Even before the virus got him, he lost a lot of weight. Fuck, man. See, that's
crazy.
how real,
30 pounds in a month, man.
For real,
that's how
man.
wild. That's how real
wild.
this virus is, man. Stay inside, people. If you're listening, please just stay the fuck inside, so we can go outside. Like Gavin Newsom announced, well, not Gavin Newsom, but everyone's all getting mad when he's going on there and he doesn't give a timeline on when he's gonna reopen. That's probably because you guys motherfuckers keep going out. He said until further notice. So until further notice, just stay your asses in the house.
Seriously.
Don't go to the park. Don't go to the beach. Don't try to go to parties. Don't do nothing. Just, in the words of Arnold, chill.
Yeah, nah, but I heard they extended it to the end of the month, though, for sure.
A white woman that resembles a Karen,
and
this guy, you have an issue with authority, please keep going to the park so I can keep seeing those videos. It's incredible. I salute and I laugh every single time.
Getting mad about it and shit, man. It's irritating, man.
They're funny, man. I like those.
But hey, man, there's some positive.
She looked at the cop and said, "Well, arrest me then." And he was like,
"Okay,
okay." And then she was shocked, like, "You're gonna arrest me? Okay."
Well, in positive news, out in New Zealand, they pretty much said like, "Yeah, we got rid of this shit already. Not we got rid of it, but like we kind of got what's it called? We got rid of the virus. We vanquished the virus. Like we're still gonna be social distancing, but pretty much we're good now. And I was just like, oh, okay. Shout out to New Zealand, air the horns. That was the home place of Lucy Lawless, Xena. Y'all ever watch that show, Xena the Warrior Princess? No, guess I was the only one.
Nah,
Show's fucking gangster, man. Y'all should watch that shit. I don't know why I said that shit, but I don't know, some positiveness. It is gangster.
I don't see it, bro.
Hey man, Kevin said it was based off. It was based off Hercules.
Yeah.
Hey man, it was based off.
I mean, I wouldn't.
The Hercules show.
That's not gangster though.
No, but the only reason why I'm saying that because Kevin Sorbo is pretty much a Trump supporter. The guy who played Hercules. So every time he says some wild shit, I'll be like, "That's why Xena was better than you."
Oh my god.
Anyway, anything else? Anything else we need to touch on?
Yeah, no. I want to give a shout out to just creators finding new ways to get content out.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the one that takes the lead for this obviously is Travis Scott. Like he had a full-fledged concert in a fucking video game.
Oh yeah, for Fortnite. I watched that shit, the astronomical shit. That shit was creative. I'll give him that. That was very creative.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
Watch that shit on
he
YouTube.
Did his thing on that, and then introduced a whole brand new song with Kid Cudi, and I don't know if they just
it's a single,
words, but I think they formed a duo and called themselves the Scots.
Yeah, yeah. Kids see ghosts, Kanye and Cudi and Scots.
That's genius.
Yeah, seriously.
The Scots, yeah.
Yeah, nah, they broke every Fortnite record, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Travis Scott is a rock star. He is a superstar. And yeah, it was wild just seeing, like, you see all the fucking players or the avatars just jumping up and down and rocking out and shit like that. And you see a big ass Travis Scott digital person just, doing Travis Scott shit. It was very creative. Like, I'll give him that. I don't know if this was always in the works even before the virus happened, but that was very, very creative.
Yeah, I saw that, and the first thing that popped in mind was, so of course I'm not talking about lyrically. This is just in terms of popularity and just stuff that you've done in the public's eye. Mm-hmm. Is it time that we put Travis Scott in a tier that includes Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake? Because I think
we talked about
this.
I felt we talked about this when he went number one with when Astroworld sold like 500K and shit. I think we talked about this.
Well, no, we talked about it from the standpoint of, is he like, just one of the faces of hip hop? I'm talking about in terms of, if you say Travis Scott, for sure that is a sellout. It's going to sell. It's marketable. Let's go with it. Like,
oh yeah.
I'm not talking lyrical content, but based off of his music and what he brings to the table, does he now fit in that tier? Because
absolutely.
I think he's there.
He is there, absolutely.
Yeah,
after I saw the Astroworld documentary on Netflix, and I saw them white boys jumping off the Hell in a Cell for him. Yeah, like he's up there. Come on, they gave him his own fucking cereal on the what's it called, the Reese's Puffs or whatever. When I saw that, I'm like, yeah. He got that. He's on Fortnite. He's doing this, like everything.
He's got his own shoes too.
He's got like highest 3 or 4 different pairs. And highest in the room when it dropped, I think it went number 1 on Billboard like first week. Like, he has the fan base. Like, he has a loyal, huge core fan base. And that's all you really need. All you need is a loyal, huge fan base. And that's all you need. After that, you're set for life. Fuck award shows. Fuck all that. You are set for life. Look at fucking Insane Clown Posse. Look at Insane Clown Posse, man. They're trash as fuck. But them juggalos, they are loyal to them.
Don't ever say that out loud again, man.
I know, because they'll hear it and they'll come after
exactly.
us. I don't think we're playing. I mean, music-wise, they're trash, but I respect the hustle. It's just not for me.
Let's see what else we got on here. Lil Wayne launched Young Money Radio.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I didn't listen to it. Did
Anybody listen to that?
Nah.
Nope. I saw it.
Did you?
Good for you.
I didn't listen to it either, but I heard he called. I heard he called a bunch of people on there, including Travis Scott, just kind of like, these are all my friends, and then he announced that he's gonna do a deluxe version of Funeral, which it didn't move me because I didn't like Funeral.
We all didn't.
But what I thought was interesting,
I didn't mind it. Don't speak
for
me.
Yeah.
He what I thought was interesting was he called up Tory Lanez and then he played a song that he has Tory Lanez featured on that's going to be on the deluxe version, and I was like, huh, Tory's stock is going all the fuck the way. Like, if there was an MVP of hip hop, then Tory might be the MVP of hip hop for the month of April.
Dude, MTV offered him like a half-hour slot because of his quarantine radio, dog.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, so a report came out that MTV offered him like a half-hour slot because of how popular he is on IG. Yeah, but better be on after hours.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, that you got it.
Shit.
That'll be MTV Uncut. It's kind of funny because MTV's actually focusing on the M now lately, which I've noticed. They're actually focusing on the music.
Yeah,
well, that's cool. Took them long enough, but that's cool.
It's a good look on them. Sometimes you got to go back to your roots.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
What else is there? So as we're recording, a few hours ago, it was announced that Crazy Bone and DJ Paul are going to set up an IG Live battle on behalf of both Bone Thugs and 3-6 Mafia. So they're going to be the representatives for each group, and they're going to go at it Thursday. As of now, Swiss and Timbo haven't made it official, but for me, as a fan of both, I don't care if this is an official versus or not. I'm tuning into this shit.
Seriously.
It's not official. They did it on their own. But yeah,
I do not give a single fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
How dare?
Even if Swiss and Timbo say on Wednesday, okay, this is an official versus, it's not gonna move me. I don't care. I'm watching this battle. I'm watching.
I might watch it. I could. Yeah, I should watch it. It's Thursday. Yeah, I'll probably watch that shit.
I mean, it's led two men a part of legendary groups. One that introduced harmonies to hip hop, and the other one was a part of a group that introduced the horrorcore scene to hip hop. Shit, like it's
for real.
What's even more?
And considering the fact that both groups had beef back in the day, like I want to see if there's still lingering effects to that.
That would probably be some shit.
Just egos. Another thing, and apparently when it comes to verses, like a story came out that I guess Fat Joe did an interview with Diddy on IG Live, of course. Oh yeah. And Fat Joe just asked if the whole Dr. Dre and Diddy shit's gonna happen, and all Diddy said was, "Yeah, we're talking." And Fat Joe was like, "Oh shit, you heard it here first. It's gonna happen." And then Billboard,
he's trying to push the narrative, bro. He's trying to push that shit. I don't blame him.
No, but the thing was, other news outlets were saying that it was confirmed that it was happening, and I was like, no, all he said that they were talking. And if y'all watch Teddy Riley's like after battle shit, Dr. Dre what's it called? Dr. Dre FaceTimed him, and he said that he don't think he's gonna do it. So,
man, look, if you book them, they will come.
No, Dr. Dre. I mean,
haven't you ever seen Wayne's World Part 2? Damn.
Yeah, Dr. Dre also said, look out for Detox. So I'm not holding my breath on that.
So yeah.
Well,
exactly.
We'll see. They said they already got. Well, apparently,
make a date.
It's apparently, like it could possibly be there.
With the verses, with the new one coming up, according to my boy D Dot, because he's close for Swizz and Timbaland. I guess it's the ladies' turn. He didn't specify what it was. He didn't specify who it was, but he just said it's gonna be the ladies. So I don't know who it's gonna be. He said Queen versus Queen. So the only person I really just thought of was Lil' Kim, and it's either gonna be Lil' Kim and fucking Nicki, or Nicki versus Missy Elliott, or Queen Latifah versus fucking I don't know how it's gonna be.
I think the only one that makes sense to me is Nicki and Lil' Kim.
Yeah,
because when you say Queen versus Queen, you know what I'm saying? Because
that's what he said.
That's what he said. Queen B, like you know what I mean? It's been like that forever.
Yeah,
and fucking
you guys
Nicki,
you guys are looking too figuratively. You gotta look literally. Queen
Latifah.
Queen with the name Queen. Yeah, there you go.
I said Queen Latifah.
Sure she might be showing up.
Queen Latifah and who?
And
Lil' Kim?
What?
I don't know, but I don't think Nicki's gonna be doing it. Nicki's ego's too big for this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Or it could be R&B, or it could be some R&B shit. Like if somehow, some way, if Swizz Beatz and Timbaland convince Beyonce and Rihanna to do it, that would be wild. That
would be fucking insane, dude.
Because she don't go, because Beyonce don't go on IG Live. If she went on IG Live, if you saw that Teddy Riley and fucking what's his name, Teddy Riley and Babyface crashed Instagram, Beyonce would literally crash Instagram instantly. By herself, because she doesn't go. She's never been on IG Live. She goes on IG Live, that shit will literally crash.
Do you guys think? So I know Teddy Riley last week he pissed you off, but do you think he was on the right track? Because IG Live to me is starting to get a little played out for these battles now. Like I want to see it on a bigger platform. I mean, I understand that IG Live, we're all stuck at home. They should do it that way, but audio-wise, it hasn't been the greatest either. Like, and it wasn't just the Babyface Teddy Riley battle. There's been a couple where the audio was still fucked up. Like,
I mean, honestly, they should just do it.
I would like to see it get broadcast on YouTube now.
Yeah, it needs to be on YouTube, to be honest.
You know, you guys are talking about YouTube, and I've heard different ass outlets, like, and then Teddy Riley tried doing it on his own shit, whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
Caffeine.
What?
I was just about to throw in caffeine.
Yeah, because you could go split screen on that shit.
Well, put it up. You know, just user friendly. So, because I'm getting tired of people being on IG Live, to be fucking honest with you. I am dead ass tired of it, looking at them going on live for no damn reason. People having Joe Budden interviewing people within his house, and it's just like, man, if y'all don't just go on Instagram and go on YouTube and do this shit. Because I'm not gonna look at my phone watching you guys interview. Like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm sorry. But
I mean, but you do that anyways, though, don't you?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Why are you getting mad at creators finding ways to create?
No. I'm talking about IG Live, period. I'm not just talking about creators. I'm not talking about just them. I'm just talking about in general. Everyone just going on Instagram Live just to go on it. That's what I've noticed. It's just in general. It's like I'm just kind of tired.
No, but the reason why I bring that up is because you brought Joe Budden up.
But no. I'm just saying in general. I know. I'm just saying, just in general now, because now it's, you know, because of quarantine and shit, it's just getting repetitive, getting too repetitive.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I guess I was never going on their pages for that anyway, so that don't move me.
Yeah.
It don't move me either, but I'm kind of getting irritated to see my notifications just pop up saying, "Oh, this person's on live. This person's on live."
If you're talking about the notifications, then yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that shit's getting ridiculous, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about mainly.
Yeah. Like, especially when it's just random ass people.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay. Now I get your point. Now I totally get it now.
Yeah, that's what it is. But I don't know.
Keeping it on verses. Might as well touch on it. French Montana wants Kendrick smoke.
Next. So yeah. So I'm watching stuff.
Let's just be real about. Hold on. Let's hit the brakes on that for a second, man.
Go on.
Let's be real about this. Damn charted. You know what I'm saying? A whole ass album.
I'm not even going to give this any type of energy. I'm not trying to give this any energy at all, because it was irritating looking at the timeline, people giving it energy. I know y'all bored, but I ain't that bored. So, because French Montana started it.
I didn't give it much energy. It was the fact that it was the person that came at Kendrick's defense is what perked my ears up and made it funny.
It was Young Thug, of all people.
Yeah.
And Young Thug was just bored, and I think he had beef with French Montana, but he was just saying it jokingly, and French Montana took it up the ass, and then he started dissing Young Thug, and then Young Thug, when you got him going, he just got going. And I'm like, wow, this is 2020's wild. And I hit up my boy J5 because he's a huge Young Thug fan. And I told him, ain't that some shit? Your favorite rapper is defending my favorite rapper. 2020's wild.
Yeah, I've never been, obviously, everybody knows I haven't been the biggest Young Thug fan, but I have to say, I must commend Thug that he is the true definition of loyalty. When he fucks with you, he fucks with you.
Yeah.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, when Nipsey died, the first thing out of his mouth was, I wish I was there because that shit would have never happened.
Right.
And not only that, man, Thug got like how many?
Out right then and there.
Thug got like what, 2 Grammys already? One with Donald Glover and the other one with what's her name? Camila Cabello.
Yeah.
I feel he got another one too. But yeah, he got 2 Grammys. He got more hit records than French. And then I was like, I'm not even a Young Thug fan, but Young Thug got more hits than fucking French Montana. And someone even made a great point. Nobody listens to French Montana just to hear French Montana. They came listening to his damn features.
Yep.
Like Pop That.
Yeah.
Do you really listen to Pop That just for French Montana's verse? No. You want to hear Drake's verse. You want to hear fucking Lil Wayne and Rick Ross's verse. When you hear Stay
I
Scheming.
don't listen to Pop That at all.
I like the beat.
I'm just saying in general. I'm saying in general when it comes on, the person.
No, I understand what you're saying. I'm speaking solely for me. Pop That's not. I understand what it did in the clubs when it came out, because Lord knows I was in the clubs when it came out. I get it. Mm-hmm. But it just was never a song that like stuck with me as a great
shit
party
was
record.
noise.
It was just.
Don't stop,
like,
pop that, don't
there.
stop, pop that, pop that. And then he has the nerve to say that. Yeah. Then he has the nerve to say
like,
that.
You're not going to fool me into an Uncle Luke sample. You're not going to fool me into making that the reason why I'm going to think this record's a classic. Because it's not a classic record.
Nah,
just used an Uncle Luke sample.
Seriously.
And then on top of that, you have fucking he went on saying that he's the one that constructed Unforgettable with Sway Lee. I'm like, what, nigga? All right. See, when I listen to Unforgettable, I don't listen for French Montana. I listen for Sway Lee's hook and his bridge, and that's it.
Yeah.
And just honestly, when I listen to French Montana record, I listen for the features. I don't listen for him.
Yeah.
Like, what's it called? No Shopping with Drake. French Montana only had 8 bars, and Drake took up the whole damn song. Like, I'm serious. Yep. Drake had a tendency of just pulling an Eminem, because Eminem did that shit. He just won't even count the bars. He'll just go until he feels he's done. And that's what Drake did on No Shopping. Great verse, too. And I forgot French Montana was on the record. So he said I could go hit for Kendrick Lamar.
Isn't it French's record?
Yes, it's French's record, yeah.
Yeah.
See, my point exactly. I don't even know why he chose, and he chose specifically Kendrick Lamar. He didn't choose Drake or Chris Brown. He just said flat out, yeah, man. He went on Instagram just out of nowhere. No, it was on Twitter. He's like, why does everyone keep dissing me? I'm underrated. I could go hit for hit. I can go hit for hit with Kendrick Lamar. I was like, what? And then people were literally giving it legs and shit, and I was just like, I don't got time for this shit. And they go talk about hood. At first, they always try to change the narrative when it comes to hit records. When we talk about Billboard, they're like, oh no, this is hit. What's it called? Oh, why are you relying on Billboard? Oh, so if I talk about Drake, you bring up Billboard numbers. But if I talk about French Montana, you ain't talking about hits. You talk about street hits.
Right.
Yeah, they talk about street
Moving
hits.
The goalpost, as always.
Yeah, you talking about street just to fit your damn narrative. That's why I said next. I'm getting worked up thinking about this shit. Fuck that nigga. I don't hear that shit. Kendrick's better. Period.
And that's that on that.
And that's that on that. Anyway, is that it? That's it. So, this is episode. You even there, JC? I don't even think he's there.
Ladies and gentlemen, JC has left the building.
I don't even think he can hear us. You hear us now, JC? See you moving. I see your face. But you just looking at me. I don't like the way you're looking at me.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. But, yeah. That was that on that. JC, if you hear me right now, just push the buttons when I say it. But, yeah. This is episode 180 of the iLLogical Sense podcast. You could always follow me on the Twitter. Shout out to Mr. Fab at Mr. Busby 4 lowercase 08. You can follow me on the Instagram at Mr. Busby, and of course follow us on Twitter at TLogicalSP, and the Instagram at The Logical Sense, and of course on the Facebook. You still there, JC? I don't think he's there.
Shit. I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
Well, just go. Just go. Just talk.
Alright, you can follow me at Beats Be Killing on all social medias. Search Venomous, spelled VNMS, on all your digital streaming platforms, and check out the EP/compilation that I put out called 420 Fridays.
Yup.
Spelled a little differently, but you'll get there. Just search my name. Trust me.
Yeah. And the playlist. Oh, you back, JC?
Yeah.
What the hell happened?
I don't know. We obviously can't do FaceTime video anymore. It's not working.
Next time we just gotta do voice. So we gotta do fucking 3-way on the phone and shit.
Nah, we just have to go to Zoom. The big joint is Zoom. That's the next step.
I guess. Hopefully
Level
my
up.
fucking laptop don't crash. Anyway, plug your shit, JC.
Hold up. Did y'all get to Kehlani dropping her album next week?
Oh no, but yeah, Kalani dropping her shit.
Did y'all get to Nas having a project with Hit Boy or something like that?
Well, yeah. Well, I saw that, but I don't believe anything Nas says until the shit drops. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, that's how I believe.
Right.
The Ball brothers, Lonzo, D'Angelo, and LaMelo all signed to Rock Nation. So once again, the legend of LeVar still remains, and I know people are still going to be pissed off about that, but he's still not wrong. They're still relevant. I mean, signing to Rock Nation ain't no... Yeah, that's not a loss. That is a big-ass W.
That's a dub.
Did you talk about Kanye being the second hip-hop billionaire?
Nah, we literally just did the outro. We were just plugging our shit.
Oh, what's up? You want to talk about it, or are you good?
Not really. He's a billionaire. Congratulations.
I said I was going to revisit the Draymond thing. There's two things I'll take about it just to keep it quick. Number one, Draymond said on the podcast that he, along with Clay and Steph, did change the game. He's absolutely correct. I saw a lot of people hating on Draymond for that. I don't understand why, because yes, Clay and Steph are the two greatest shooters ever. But Draymond is the reason why we play small ball now. Like, he made that very relevant. So he just had, he definitely played a role in that. But at the same time, Draymond got to let that beef with Charles go. Like, he sounds stupid now. Now he just sounds really fucking dumb.
He's just bored, so.
No, it's one thing to be bored, fam. It's another thing to go live and say, they come to see me play. Nobody came to a game to go see Charles Barkley. What are you talking about? He was the MVP of the fucking league.
Seriously.
It's called trolling. I think that's what he's doing. He's trolling your ass.
No, he believes this shit.
No, I believe he believes it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he believes this
he's
shit.
that
This
type
ain't
of person.
See what I just realized?
I listened to the entire podcast. He wasn't doing that for trolling. He spoke about everything that he. If you guys haven't heard it yet, it's very important to go listen to it because he actually breaks down the Kevin Durant shit. I'm actually walking back how I felt about Kevin Durant leaving the Warriors when I said they're stupid for not catering to the superstar player. If that's how it played out, Draymond was very right to call him out the way that he called him out for, because
he acted like a bitch.
Wait, was Martine right?
Was Martine right, JC?
I'm explaining it to you, and then you can tell me if you're right. He said that when KD showed up in 2017, they were all having fun. They were good. Everybody was joyful. They were laughing. They were fun. They won the title. He said the very next day when the media, like First Take and Undisputed, were like, yeah, that's cool, KD's a champion, but LeBron's still the best. He said that's when things switched in KD's mind. He wasn't having fun with them anymore.
So Martine was
little
right.
thing. Yeah, he said every little thing was like, it became less about, hey, we're having fun, to why the fuck are Clay and Steph shooting the ball right now?
Wow.
So pretty much Warrior fans were low-key kind of right, and Martine was right.
KD is a hoe.
And that revelation, I might have to walk all that back.
Oh my God! I fucking called it.
It just goes back to him being a great player, but being very insecure about where he stands in people's minds.
Yep.
Well, when everything comes back, he's gonna feel the type of way when they start losing him on the Nets, and then him and Kyrie start fighting and shit. It'll be beautiful.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Anyway, JC,
and that's all I have to go on. So of course on all social media you can hit me up, JC No Hundreds. And the podcast monthly playlist will be out. If not by the time you guys are listening to this, at least the day after. It'll be out before Friday. And yeah, I'm like at the point now where no days even go together anymore. Like, I just wake up and I'm just still alive at this point.
Man,
you're like,
I don't know how
you wake up and it's today.
It's today. Yeah. When I count the days, it's just like, today's Monday, today's Tuesday. That's how I'm looking at it now. I don't know how y'all do that, but everyone's different.
Because I work every day.
Yeah, seriously,
and
man.
I used to be able to tell days apart when the Lakers were playing.
Seriously, sports not being around is fucking irritating me, dude. Like
it's
seriously.
like you guys like. You think I'm playing when I say my schedule was based around the Lakers schedule? No, I knew what the day was. So I was like, all right, the Lakers play in 2 days, so that means it's gonna be Thursday in 2 days. All right, damn. And it's not just the Lakers. I was like that with the when I was with the Raiders. Like I knew what day it was just based off of. Oh wait, we got to travel tomorrow, so that means tomorrow's Friday, which means today's Thursday. I might need to pack right now.
See, with me, I kind of base everything just when wrestling was going to come on. And I think that's kind of like the only normalcy I have, even though I barely watch what's going on Raw or SmackDown or NXT because it's an empty arena and it's like they're low-key kind of half-assing shit. Not half-assing, but it's like, it's just not the same. And even I'm reading reports where Vince is just like, fuck it. So it's like, all right, well, shit. So I'm just watching, I guess my only normacy is watching old school WWF. So, it keeps me sane. I'm still staying sane. So, thank God for that.
I'm sane. It's just, I'm just now waking up and I'm like, okay, I'm alive. So, that's all that matters to me. I don't care what day it is.
Right.
For real. Anyway, on that note, stay inside, people. We will get through this. Things will get better. I promise you that. We out this bitch.
And don't drink bleach.
That too. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.